license.
Okay, restart your game entirely and it'll give you a license. Copy it to your clipboard.
Because once you've made your account, like I know that's an important step is you have to have the account made. That is one of the biggest steps.
I linked it to Steam.
Right, but once you have the Fantasy Grounds account made, that's what it was. I think it's waiting on. It's been a bit since I made my account, so I don't remember because I don't have to do I didn't have to do this after I made the account. I forgot. Yay! Also, we're live. Congratulations.
I'm only trying to figure this out, guys.
Don't worry about it.
You're fine. Donald's still getting his stuff together, so you're good.
We're just waiting on that at the moment. I'm just gonna grab this shareable link and I'm gonna spam it to. I'm just gonna spam this everywhere. I'm using the right software, so if Lizzie, you wouldn't mind making sure that I'm still getting audio because it is actually Streamlabs that is the problem. Streamlabs just decides it does not want to pick up audio. However, the OBS Studio decides. OBS Studio picks up. Decides to pick up.
I have ended the task. Now let's see if we can get it booted up.
We're gonna put this here. I dislike that Lizzie's muted and laughing about something. I just tuned back into Discord to see that smile.
Whether or not I should say it on stream.
How about you send it to me or tell me where to look?
No, it's something I'd say out loud.
Oh. I'm scared.
It was my Twitch automatically opens to Onbo.
Ah, yes. Never mind. I remember this.
Trying to get rid of that, and then Donald's like, just open up your history and delete Onbo.
Yeah.
Losing it.
Just do that. Yeah.
I literally just buy Fantasy Grounds and it not give me license, and now I'm big sad and gonna have to return it and buy it again.
No, you'll have the license.
It's not popping up. I don't know where to look.
It's Vincent. When we were trying to find your thing, it was an email. Do you remember, like, if it was part of the receipt or what? Because I remember having to help Vincent with that. The license key was part of an email.
I don't remember exactly, but I do remember having to check the email.
What email did you create the account with? Because that is, or did you buy it for? I don't know. Just I know that's it will exist. I know that for a fact.
Well, it doesn't.
Hold up, maybe I can actually find a map. If I could get just a homemade map of this, I would be ecstatic, because I forgot to do that. Kind of like that, but no, I need a grid one. That's coming up. That's the Hell Wasp nest. That isn't helpful.
Donald's laptop's imploding again. Don't worry about it.
Is the stream audio working, Lizzie?
I just realized I didn't check that. Give me a sec.
I just want to make sure that it's working, man, because having that issue so many times in a row gets old really fast. This is a very interesting version of Avernus map.
Oh no, I'm spying on the DM.
I'm looking for something very specific. This map doesn't help you in the slightest.
I don't know what I'm supposed
I love the sidebar display too, except for the fact that it's displaying the fact that I'm on 18 HP.
I'd like to point out that you did a significant amount of that to yourself. Thank you.
What do you mean?
Now, speaking of, like, HP and shit, though, and D&D just in general, Red, I realized last night after we finished our conversation that you invited me to this game by saying, hey, what time are you free on Tuesdays? And I was like, I don't know, sometimes. And you were like, okay, cool, join Strahd, without ever actually telling me when the game started.
That's the issue, is that it currently, we moved it for a player who dropped the game.
Oh.
Hey,
Cool.
So, it's
Hey, there
currently
he
at,
is.
my laptop works.
it's currently 6 to 9 your time, but I was thinking of moving it back to 9 to 12 your time. I don't know.
Yes, okay, this makes
Whichever
me
is easiest
so
for you.
unbelievably happy that I got this to work. I am thrilled. This map is abso-freaking-lutely massive. That actually works very well in my favor. Good to know. This is going to make things extremely entertaining, actually. Because you can still do the pointer. But it doesn't tell you how many feet. That's funny. Can I not overlay a grid onto this?
Okay, I'm going to email. I guess I can't do Fantasy Grounds tonight. This is big sad, so I guess I'm just gonna email Fantasy Grounds support.
You should be able to, man.
It won't let me.
I'm telling you.
I know you say these words, but it does not make the game work. I was all excited to finally be able to do it too, and now it's like, nope.
Once my Steam loads, I can walk you through how to get your license key in a different way.
Oh, thank you, Donald. Please.
There's something in the library tab, but I don't remember exactly where it is at the moment.
Okay, so I set the grid for this. I'm learning this program as we go in this very moment, and I am loving it. This program is great. I need, so I have
program?
Dom, Vincent, Noah, Lizzie. I need a token for Hrothgar is what I need. Where's my tokens? Where's the letter H?
Also, may I reiterate, I'm regretting putting all my dice in here because, yeah, I can't find the set I want.
No.
So I would like to tell you, Noah, that combat is unavoidable without you. I can stall, but if you're landing about now, or you're down on the ground and in your car, you are not making it back in time for combat, at least in this specific situation.
Chickens? Really?
Oh, no. I mean what I'm currently setting up on Fantasy Grounds, which the stream can see, but you guys can't.
Oh, hang on.
That's
let
what
me
he's
pull your
talking
stream-
about.
Let me pull your stream up real quick.
As I'm working on a map and setting moving tokens and all that good jazz. Oh, that's another thing that I need. Oh yes, that is right. STIRG.
Okay, probably I've got it for you.
Yeah?
Go to your library on Steam.
Okay.
Right-click Fantasy Grounds. Hover Manage, and click CD keys.
Is it this?
Yeah, whatever if it says copy key to clipboard, that should be what it is. Just click that button and it should work.
There. You there.
It took it, and now it's it's updating packages again. I'm not sure if it worked or if it's just doing this. I hope so.
1, 2,
Yay, it
3,
works.
4, 5, 6,
Donald,
7,
you're
8,
great.
9, 10, 11, 12,
I
13,
can join game.
14, 15, 16, 17. Come on, frickin' damn it. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Bring this back up. We're going to edit the encounter. So this is 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 20, 25. That should be good then. Save that. Fantasy Grounds. Zoo. And we're going to bring him. Bring you out. No, do not delete the token. It's always invisible. I think.
I've still got the Blitzcrank sound for Drifter.
So is everybody good and ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still fooling around with this character sheet on Fantasy Grounds, but besides that,
I am going to just finish setting up a couple of tokens. There we go. I will have to pull their stat blocks up real quick. I should have had this set up beforehand, but I kind of forgot to. So, my bad. I'm just gonna set this one to be the monsters visuals. So I'm gonna have this. We're gonna open that in a new tab. Gonna search for you. We're gonna open you in a new tab. We're gonna search that up. Open that in a new tab. Grab that. What we're gonna do is then we're gonna go to my sources. I should have just grabbed this. We're gonna head straight to where you are in the book. Alright, cool. Okay, game, thank you for loading very violently on me.
How does a game load violently?
Website. The website loaded very violently on me. Okay.
Still doesn't change my question.
Prep work and gameplay are the same thing. Thank you, kitties. Okay. Keep that open in case I have to input more images. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna just close out of that. I think we should be good to go. You good there?
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're pushing buttons. It's
I
fine.
am pushing buttons and it's not doing anything. Oh, hey.
Not
I recovered
wounded.
0. Very cool.
Alright, so I'm going to give us a recap of last session because I want to give the recap this time. So to this point, you guys have managed to meet up as a motley. Is my Twitch playing audio? No, it is not. I'm coming through somebody's mic. It's fine. Up until this point. Oh no! Why are you sending me messages? You're a fucking hoe. Okay, that's actually pretty ingenious. We'll go with that. You guys were a motley crew of adventurers who were basically pressed into service by the guardsmen of Baldur's Gate, and you were tasked to deal with a cult upon discovering a grand conspiracy to send Baldur's Gate into Avernus. You were then recruited by who you believe to now be the leader, at least temporarily, of the Flaming Fist mercenary army to recover their leader from Elturel in Avernus, and if possible, save the city. The woman, having seen the power of adventurers, having been in Cholt for many years, she knows that you guys are capable of doing this and sent you here. Upon arrival, you found Elturel besieged by demons and floating amongst the hellscape over a river beneath which, or upon which wages a massive war, unlike any of you have ever seen. Some of you managed to study up a little bit and recognize this as you were literally witnessing a eons-old conflict unfold before your eyes. Barely managing to escape the hordes of monsters beyond it, or waging war below you, you took to the plains to travel to where Lulu believes that she could find friends to help you find the Blade of Zariel, a weapon with which you might be able to free the city of Elturel. Upon arriving there, you made friends with a local warlord named Mad Maggie, and after helping her and her gang out, you were given some gifts after going through a dream sequence to learn, at least to help Lulu figure out where the Bleeding Citadel is. The thing that contains the Blade of Zariel. Lulu so far hasn't come forth with many memories, though she does seem to be getting better in that respect. She's remembering a little bit more. After a brief encounter with another smaller local warlord and in one case, crash, you managed to claim the vehicle, but realizing you didn't have the means with which to utilize it, decided to leave it behind. After traveling for a few more hours, you decided to make camp, whereupon denizens of the Abyss, who seem to have just been simply wandering the plains of Avernus, decided to try to make you a meal and attacked you. It didn't work out in their favor. Some of you were a little bit injured, but for the most part, you're not too far off. And that's where we find you, in the middle of your rest being interrupted at this small little campsite in the ruins of one of the garden palaces that used to dot the beautiful gardenscape of Avernus, having become a twisted, blasted hellscape.
And I don't think all of us woke up in that fight either.
Nope.
Because as far as I know, I'm still out.
You look at Hrothgar, like, holding his axe and, like, looking at the massive chicken. Like, looks around and he, like, sees, like, a small, like, blasted tree. Like, it's dead wood. There's nothing living about this tree. You watch as he takes a little bit of rope, ties it up by its wings, and then hangs it over the tree branch and ties it up. And he goes, "Jerky." Before sitting underneath the tree and just, like, slumping his head and just falling back asleep. Leaving, I believe, Tessin, Ranmei, and Marcus. Oh no, you were all woken up by the blast of Marcus firing his gun to obliterate an imp who really just wanted an abyssal chicken for food.
You should have just given him the damn chicken.
Marcus just, like, nods and like with a very affirmative, like, that's that, and then just goes back to his perch in his on a little bit of outcropping of rubble, climbing his way back up and just going back to polishing. Tessin, you specifically know he's had this fascination with his weapons, and he's had these when he left. These look like his weapons, but different. Something is off about them as he's polishing it.
Can I roll something to see if I can note?
I'm gonna have you roll perception to see if you can figure out what specifically is off with his weapons. The rest of you are just having been startled awake by the sound of gunfire, and have several what appear to be, for lack of a better word, demonic chickens at your feet. And Ranmei, you have... Okay, Ranmei, you specifically have the obliterated corpse of a little imp that was trying to drag away its now bloating up corpse of an abyssal chicken it poisoned.
I'm gonna stand up and walk to a different corner of the camp. Sit back down.
You take a seat, and you begin, and as you begin to, like, fall asleep, almost praying to your goddess, don't worry about me. You feel almost semi-peace come over you as you realize that the necklace that was hidden within the grasp of your flail gives your deity the power to assist you through the magic contained within. You're not quite sure what each bead on this necklace does, though you do feel a slight bit of radiance coming from each one.
Wonderful. I'm going to take this as reassurance that my deity's finally talking to me again, and go back to sleep.
Leaving, I believe, Drifter, Tessin, and Marcus. Tessin, you notice that his weapons seem to, for lack of a better term, glow. The internal workings, encased in the plating of the weapon itself, besides just the shining of it, it almost appears, instead of a dull gray, a brass-like color. And you see from almost like splinters in the casing, a dull orangish glow coming from within the weapons.
Okay. Was it what time? Like, how long into the night was it at this point?
For everybody at this point, except for I believe Ranmei, would have gotten a long rest.
Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna let Marcus know that I'm gonna take my rest and
He just nods.
actually sleep.
Tobias, you going back to sleep?
After startling myself with those chickens.
Alright. I'm gonna roll for Drifter, make me a perception check because you don't need to sleep, and I'm gonna have Marcus just make another perception check just for the final watch of the night. That's what we're gonna do. Where's Marcus? There's Marcus. Interesting. Unfortunate. Drifter, what'd you get?
Hold on real quick. Let me check.
What'd you get? This feels wrong without music. I'm putting on music. Screw the stupid DMCA thing.
I got a 9.
9? Got it. Yeah, Marcus got a 6. So, the two of you, Drifter, you becoming extremely fascinated with what Hrothgar has done with this chicken, having basically split it almost clean in half and just hung it up over a tree, the blood dripping out of it, after referring to it as jerky. You feel a strange fascination to do the same. You don't need to eat, but these are interesting creatures. They resemble chickens of the material plane heavily, though twisted. Marcus is just incredibly absorbed in the polishing of his weapons and is almost muttering to himself, but those of you who are even remotely awake cannot even begin to fathom what he's saying. He's just too quiet. After a few more hours of just silence and peace, the rest of you just kind of naturally begin to come to wakefulness. We're just gonna have some fun with this. Okay. As Tessin, you wake up first from your meditation, you open your eyes, and you begin to stand up. You watch as Hrothgar rises, and he turns around and begins to reach out for the abyssal chicken he's hung up. And you hear the sounds of shuffling as Drifter begins to stand up, Marcus dropping down. Ranmei and Tobias, the two of you, begin to just slowly feel the ache of just coming to wakefulness in this awful blasted place. As the entire party, whatever level of tired you were, is blasted away as a massive bolt of brackish lightning slams down into the tree as Hrothgar is reaching up to grab for his chicken jerky and completely decimates the tree. And the sandscape, I'm going to have him roll a constitution saving throw for that because I'm having
As in,
fun.
like, exhaustion points are gone?
No, like waking up, restfulness.
We do lose a point of exhaustion, though,
Yes,
for that
if you do lose, any of you with an exhaustion point do lose one because of the long rest. Hrothgar's Constitution saving throw, he passes as this bolt of lightning just slams down and he is staggered back just by the force of this bolt hitting the ground. As the tree, now completely splintered in half, the area around it blasted, sand jutting up and solidified with the heat of the bolt of energy hitting the ground. And he looks and he goes, "My chicken. I wanted that." And he just like bashes down a piece of the very intriguing stone sculpture that was now created by the stonework. The rest of you startled awake. However, with this bolt of lightning, I'm gonna have everybody, for the simple sake of Avernus is a bitch. Where did it go? I think it's a Constitution saving throw, actually. I think it's here. I forgot this. This is so much fun. Make me a Wisdom saving throw.
All of us?
Yes, everyone. I'm making for Marcus as well. Marcus gets a nat 20. Marcus is fine.
Still staring at those guns. What a guy.
He's just completely unfazed by this shockwave of lightning.
I have 14.
Okay.
I have an 18.
Okay. Tessin? Tobias?
10.
Okay. What'd you get to Tobias?
11.
You're all fine. Nothing happens. This is just a cursatory thing. As just this bolt of lightning just startles all of you. But you're now very much so awake. As Lulu and Goose, like, startled, like, bolted a small bit. Goose more so than Lulu did. Goose kind of just lighting on top of the, scavenger and meowing loudly. Before noticing the corpses of one of the chickens having just been left on the ground all night, and prowls over to it and begins to start chowing down on the corpse of this chicken. Lulu turns to the party and says, I suppose that is any way to start our adventure. Shall we be off towards the hill? We're not that far off.
Do you know what that was, Lulu?
Lightning? I would
Yeah,
ass-
but where did it come from?
She looks up
Or is it
and...
just a
She looks
casual
up and you
occurrence?
guys kind of like follow her gaze and you see just the almost smoldering clouds. Black is smoke, but with orange light just illuminating everything. You assume there's a sky somewhere, or maybe this is a gigantic cavern. You actually can't tell. Looking around besides you, even outside of this small crater, you can't see an end to this place, and you cannot see a top to it. All you can see is this glowing, hateful cloud cover that doesn't really change time of day. It just shifts and changes, and sometimes bolts of lightning come striking out of it, though at random intervals and very inconsistently.
Yeah, a bit of unfortunate luck for us, I guess. But you know what they say, no time like the present. If everyone's
we'll be
good
safe in the
after,
vehicle.
I'm not quite sure what happened last night, but also I'm not sure the metal vehicle is the best place to be safe from lightning. But
That's what I'm
Chickens.
afraid
That's
of.
That's what happened last night. Chickens. We
And
should leave.
You watch
Chicken?
as you guys begin to get into the the scavenger, or begin to open it up and begin packing your camp. Goose picks up a chicken and like drags it with his mouth towards the scavenger, beating his wings, getting it into the back of this thing, and kind of just disappears in silence.
I'm not sure anyone here has ever actually seen a chicken before, but I don't believe those were chickens.
Interesting. That's what that does. Fascinating.
Demon chickens.
I'm very sorry for Slobber Chops for that.
Demon chickens. Are we sure we want to let the little feline eat it?
As
Do
best you could
want
tell,
to argue with him?
he was deeply enjoying it, as best you could tell. And
Yeah.
Rothgar huffily just gets into the back of the thing after him, and you see, give me some! Meow! Coming from the back of the
Happy when he eats.
scavenger.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
I'm gonna shout back. Feel free to tussle, but you harm the cat. Marcus won't be happy.
Marcus, just, like, tisks in the general direction, but hops up onto his devil's ride. I'm gonna turn all of you up as best I can.
I'll just glance up at Marcus before I hop into the main vehicle. Be careful this time.
Yeah. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. 'Tis but a scratch, he says, before just starting the vehicle with a scream. Or as the vehicle screams to life. We're gonna do this. That should help significantly. So, what the rest of y'all doing? Who's going where?
Would you like to drive again? You seemed pretty good at it last time.
I'm gonna drive the vehicle.
As you
I think I'll hop in one of the turrets.
climbing, Renmei or Tobias, which of you is taking a turret?
I'll take a turret.
I'm gonna do this, actually. Oh, it's already up. Cool. As, Tobias and Tessin, you taking the turrets, Ranmei, you get into the back of the, cart, and you see Goose and, Hrothgar having, like, a standoff. Like, Goose is, like, over his cat, or his meal, and, like, or his kill, well, not his kill, the kill, and eating it. And Hrothgar is, like, got this look on his face, like, he's really considering bashing this cat over the chicken. Tobias and Tessin mounting into the turrets, you feel a vehicle begin to rumble and roar to life with the sounds of twisted souls emitting from the engine as this vehicle comes to life. Drifter, Lulu actually comes and sits in a small space next to you so that she can better guide you on the journey towards the hill. Marcus, having the map, checks it real quick before consulting with Lulu real quick and begins to head off in the direction as best he can fathom and as best you can tell towards the hill. I'm going to grab one piece of information because this is something that I still need to get used to. It's a scavenger. I need this one is what I need. I love having these DM screens but not being able to use them properly. Travel, where's travel? Okay. After about 2 hours, through which the two vehicles are going to have to make Constitution saving throws, so we're going to have these be the Devil's Ride and that be the Scavenger. The Devil's Ride suffers an additional point of exhaustion, and the Scavenger is fine. As you guys make your journey, you see just more of this blasted landscape. Most ominously, you see what appear to be flying, almost blade-like structures off in the distance through the skies. These things dragging what appears to be behind them a massive trail of dust, converging in different locations, but mostly centered around the banks of the river Styx. And you see meteors descending from the sky, and just the blastedness of this place. The Devil's Ride suffered. Okay. But after about 2 hours of travel and 8 miles of distance, you eventually come to the base of what is a very, very steep hill with almost cliff-like edges along its sides as it descends up. About 100 feet out, you see what appear to be wrought iron trees with writhing humanoid figures and what appear to be small bird-like creatures darting between the branches and focusing on the largest tree at the top of the hill. At this point, it is too steep for the vehicles to continue. You will have to make this journey on foot. What y'all doing? Everyone's dead silent, and I really don't like this. Lizzie, you're muted. I'm gonna fucking kill my... Discord, I swear to fucking God. What the fuck, Discord? No, like, I want the stream to know. Like, it was just dead silent. Like, I didn't change, I didn't mess with nothing.
Hear you. But he can't hear us. This is so sad.
Can you hear me now? Are we good?
Twitch stream.
We can hear you.
We have been able to hear you. You can't hear us.
I'm angry!
Hear us?
Discord, I'm gonna kill you!
Clown.
How much did you miss?
We can hear
We
you.
didn't. We've
Okay.
heard the entire thing. You just can't hear us.
Okay,
We
what
can hear your mental breakdown, but
what y'all doing?
We're gonna
I-
start walking.
Okay.
I was gonna find Lulu and ask her how much longer is it on foot.
She turns, and you can see, it's like 100 feet. It depends, like, you can approach this as slowly as quickly as you want, but this is where she's led you. And she goes, it's, well, right there. The blade should be here. And she turns, and there's almost like a small tinge of concern in her voice, but it's very, very, very difficult to hear. As Marcus walks up and pulls out the map, and he says, this is the right place, right? And the same voice that you heard comes forth from the map once more. Behold, Zariel's dog crucified those who betrayed his mistress in battle.
So what else might be here?
I actually have conditions for this thing. Are you talking to the map, or are you talking to Lulu?
I'm talking in general, map or Lulu.
Okay, well, it can only respond if you talk to it. I gotta find something though real quick, because I just want to make sure. Okay, here we go. Where did this see? There we go. Okay, good to know. The map just completely falls silent at that point. It's almost like it's lost in thought. Like, the way it's speaking is like it's remembering something. But it can't remember much. At least that's the tone it took. At least this time.
Odd. Does the map talk often?
It's only talked twice before.
Right.
But looking up upon the hill, you see wrought iron trees line a trail leading to the summit of a steep hill. You see what appear to be anguished knights impaled upon the tree's metal branches, and their bodies writhe in torment as you see bloated creatures feast on their blood and swarm the largest of the trees at the summit.
So, Lulu, if the sword is here, where exactly should it be? Up there? In the tree? Or are we looking for, like, a box?
She goes,
On
I
the
don't,
ground? Does someone have it?
I don't know, but this place is familiar. It was stuck out to me. Clearly we're supposed to be here to find the blade.
Clearly, Tessa mumbles and just like starts trotting forward.
Okay.
Alright, I follow after. Let's get this over with as we have to do it.
Me no likey.
Yes, it's very big ominous hours.
It's you guys are at the very bottom of the map, at the bottom of the hill. As you begin to pass the first of these trees, you see the figures, these knights, their bodies covered in blood. Their ichor dripping from their bodies as these creatures make fresh wounds, as these men and women groan in agony. You see, faded beneath a thick coating of blood, the colors of the crest of arms of Elturel upon their tabards.
That's not promising.
These trees reach a feet of about 30 feet. The men and women impaled in their branches are about 10 feet up. but you see that there's almost like small steps. The roots of these trees have grown to form small steps leading up to these individuals. And
Can I tell if they were recently placed there, or is there some magic keeping them in this torment?
I'm gonna have you roll Arcana for me. Just like trying to figure out what's going on here.
Arcana, let's see. Oh. Okay, even with... It's still not bad, It's not great, it's a 13.
You sense that through unnatural preservation, their bodies are sustained. Good to know, Marcus. Their bodies are unnaturally sustained. But these people, they've been here for centuries, as best you can tell. The blood is incredibly old, and their armor is a very dated design. Having been in Elturel for the longest, you recognize every single, at least looking around, you recognize this is the armor of the original Hell Riders.
Oh. Okay, so
The men and women who followed Zariel into Avernus on her crusade.
Ah! Alright. Well, that's a good sign. I'm just going to kind of like shake my head and keep walking. I do believe we're in the right place, though.
You see, Lulu goes, "These poor souls, they don't deserve this fate." And she turns like she wants to help them, but she keeps her distance as these creatures, these bird-like creatures, just patrol the iron branches. You see, getting closer to at least the base of one as you pass by it, the figure, his head slowly turns and lolls as he moans in agony as another creature attacks his neck, drawing fresh blood before flying off towards the largest tree at the summit of this hill.
As much as I also would like to help them, there's nothing much we can do in this situation. They've been here for ages.
The blood, you see these trees are coated in their blood, pooled around their feet and at the base. Just everything here is stained red.
I think the best thing for us to do, and as much as I hate to say it, is to just move forward and get this done as soon as possible.
She lets out a small, almost imperceptible whine. Like, you can tell she agrees, but she really just, it doesn't sit right with her not doing anything. As you can...
What do the rest of you think?
Continue your ascent.
I don't see what else we could do. Unless we want to end up like them.
It's pretty clear something had to do this to them, and you can't actually tell that. You can tell that just by looking at these creatures, they are not whatever did this to them, to these people. I'm just gonna have you guys kind of all just array at the base of this tree upon arrival.
I'll say, I do feel bad for these poor, but
arriving.
I feel like we might draw the wrath of something if we try to help them.
Arriving at the.
This is my worry.
Arriving at the base. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I know it's in here. I know it's in this file. What is it named? Really? I know. I'm gonna be upset. Okay. Okay, computer, can you, like, just freaking cooperate with me for once, please? That'd be great. What do I have to do to get this image to open? It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't.
Just don't like you.
I'm very unhappy. I didn't realize that there's multiple pages. That would be on my fault.
Guess it's just getting bullied tonight. Discord.
I'm getting bullied by the software.
Yeah, all of it.
Coming to the base of the largest tree, and you look up. This tree is easily over 80 feet tall, and 20 feet up, in the middle of this tree, you see surrounded by these bird-like creatures in the branches. You see these creatures are not taking blood from him. Rather, they're giving it to him. His hair a pale gold, his armor a black. He wears almost a brown-like shawl impaled through the chest on these iron branches. You see his eyes glow red, his skin a very deep, pale white, his ears pointed as an elf. And you hear the victims scream almost suddenly as these creatures suddenly flock down from the large tree towards them. And after moments, returning back to this man as he struggles in vain as these creatures swarm him.
Equally unpleasant.
I'm gonna have Ranmei. I'm gonna have you roll religion for me.
It's a 14.
Something about this man is unnatural, though you are unable to put your finger on quite why.
I'm going to kind of whisper to the rest of the group that we'd better keep an eye on that one. There's something off beyond the usual level of off. Nothing about this sits right with me.
Is he more recent, perhaps?
I don't believe that's it. It's something of a natural nature. Beyond just this, it seems almost like the little ones are assisting in their own weird, corrupted way.
I'm just gonna have to just put this image into voice text so that we can all see it, because it's not going up for the stream, which makes me very angry. Okay, Discord, please continue to give me more problems. That's what I want right now.
Oh, pleasant. That's worse.
As these creatures like leave him, you see as his head lolls forward and he breathes heavily before calling out faintly, "Heroes, why are you here?"
Considering your current situation, it might be wise not to answer that. I'm telling this to the party.
My thoughts exactly.
He says, "Whatever your reasons, please release me." And he's just in genuine agony from being impaled upon this tree.
Who are you?
I am Jander Sunstar, once a lieutenant of Zariel. And then as upon his name, you hear Lulu lets out a low, mournful wail, and she almost flies up the half of the distance between you and him. She goes, "Jander." And then she turns back to you and she goes, "I've made a terrible mistake. We should not be here."
Excuse me, Lulu?
My memories, they're not as clear as I thought they were. Before Jander, the man proclaiming himself to be Jander Sunstar, looks to you and he goes, "Please, release me. Lulu, I've made a mistake. I seek only redemption from them."
Lulu, do you know this man?
Yes. Once a lieutenant of Zariel. He joined her on her assault, and she's speaking slowly as her memories come to her. However, Jandar betrayed her, one of the first to turn and flee upon facing the hordes of demons. And before Jandar himself goes, "Lulu, I will tell them, but you must free me." You must free us.
Can I insight check this man?
Go ahead.
Oh,
I will too.
Go ahead, both of you.
for the best.
I'm gonna have Marcus incite him as well. Marcus is
Just 10, but
Marcus is going to roll very high. Okay, Marcus gets a dirty 20. What'd you get, Tobias?
9.
9? Okay. Marcus is the only one who can discern.
Apologies, 14. I forgot to add my plus.
Okay, 14. You both of you get the sense that he's telling the he just desperately wants off this tree. He just it's his primary focus. Whether or not he's telling the truth, you think he might be, but you're still unsure given his current predicament and just his almost single-minded focus. Every time he spoke to you so far has been free me. Marcus steps up and goes, "Then tell us, and we'll consider it."
Marcus, the man is in a bit of a situation at the moment.
After a small period of time has passed, Jander looks to you and he goes, "Me and Haruman, both a part of the war host who joined Zariel the Angel in her assault upon the Nine Hells," and he staggers for breath. "After we charged through this portal, I fled and returned to Eltero. And we betrayed our comrades, the greatest among us, by sealing the portal behind him." And he lifts an arm very weakly as he gestures towards his compatriots hung up on trees. "Our fellow deserters, we never revealed our shame as we retreated and betrayed her. A shame that we were Hellriders, a badge we'd wear to the grave. However, I chose to face myself. I chose to throw myself upon the sun's mercy, though my prayers fell on deaf ears, and I've been condemned here for my sins. I took an awful curse, and now I suffer."
How would we even free you then if we chose to?
"Break these spines. Free me."
With all due respect, I mean, I am a healer, but the way you're
"Your
impaled...
magics would have no effect on me. I'm gonna have you...
Moving you from the spines, the wounds, you'd likely bleed out before we could do anything.
He laughs his laugh quickly devolves into like a coughing, agonized cry. He goes, "I will not bleed out. I will not die from this. No, I must be freed." I'm gonna have Tessin, Tobias, and Ranmei. I'm gonna have all of you roll. I need to figure out what this. I'm gonna have you just roll an investigation check. Marcus looks up at the men and goes, "What curse has befallen you?" As all of you, I'm gonna as at the same time, all of you make this check.
26.
Tobias.
Also 26, mine is a nat 20.
Okay, Ranmei.
2.
Before he turns to you, he turns and looks at Marcus and he says, "Undeath." Tessin and Tobias, you realize instantly, this man has been made a vampire. And he sits upon this tree. That's why he's being fed the blood, why these creatures give such careful attention to him. They sustain him off the blood of his comrades.
Well, me being an idiot and not realize this, I'm going to keep explaining to the man that those wounds are likely fatal.
I'm just gonna grab Ranmei and pull him back a bit and just whisper, that's a vampire.
A vampire? Here? Is that true?
Marcus, I'm gonna see.
My ult doesn't need the blood.
Does make sense. Now, see, Tessin, I feel like this could really be a good learning experience.
Tessin just immediately walks back away.
No, wait.
He had like a fear-filled face, and as soon as Ranmei said that, just his face just fell flat, and he walked away.
kids, right?
Before the man looking down once more, he goes, "My prayers fall on deaf ears. Now I turn to you. Release me." Lulu looks up and says, "I'm sorry, Janda." And she turns to you and says, I need to ponder. I'm not quite sure where the blade is, but my memory is far more hazy than I first believed it to be. I apologize."
So,
So,
ignoring the poor man for just a moment, if you're not sure where it is, then what's our next step? We came out here to find it, and I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to do beyond that. Without it.
Shaking her head, she thinks for a moment. There's two other things that I remember, but I'm not. And she just kind of like falls silent for a second as she sits and thinks.
Do you maybe know of someone you could ask?
And at that, she like stops for a moment, and this is where I really hope Thomas is actually available. Oh no, he's not, huh? Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh boy. I'm gonna send him a message.
He's not in town.
I know. I'm still sending him a message.
Thomas died. We've established this already.
He's been dead.
She goes, I remember vaguely a man. And she shakes her head, and you hear just the screams of agony around you as these creatures once more draw more flesh blood to feed to this vampire. I remember wandering Avernus for a while. I remember hiding at a place called the Wandering Emporium. I made a friend. What was his name? Mahadi. Yes, I remember. If we can find the Emporium, Mahadi might be able to help us.
Forgive me, but wouldn't a place called the Wandering Emporium be a little hard to find, especially if you do not know where it is?
Yes, unfortunately, though, I'm sure I can think of other places that we might be able to search for answers. Harriman finally speaking up after being left alone by these Sturges goes, "Cut me down, and Harriman himself will come. He is Zariel's lieutenant. You might be able to press him for answers."
if we could get him to stop fighting us for 2 seconds, perhaps.
But it is an option. And he's just filled with desperation. A chance to finally be free is in front of him, and it's almost like he's about to be denied it.
You're sure Harriman will come?
I can guarantee you he will come, though he is a frightful foe. You must be ready.
Just out of curiosity, really quick, Gus, am I able to use any of those beads yet, or do I know
Yes.
any of them?
You don't know what any of them are, but you can use them.
Okay, so just roll a d6. Got it. This is gonna be fun. Alright. I mean, do we really have any better choice? If we're certain he's a vampire, that's probably bodes ill. Also, another question, sir. Who turned you? Were you always a vampire, or did someone turn you in?
As you begin this discussion,
before. This is a new experience.
as you begin just like chatting casual with him, you watch as Marcus just stoically walks up to the tree and begins to scale it a small bit.
Marcus that's made of metal. Those are very sharp.
And you see he's being incredibly cautious as he's climbing. I'm going to roll athletics for him to get up this tree. He rolls a nat 1. This is going to be deeply entertaining.
Marcus, I just told they said these words to you.
As Harman turns down, he goes, I made a choice, and now I suffer for it. My curse is this
that's the
undeath.
choice. Oh. Huh. So Marcus, get down from there. You're
As you say this, yes, there is no Gus, no, there's only Gus, yes. As you watch as Marcus, like, grabs you, turns, and you watch as he sticks his hand, like, onto a spike and cries out in pain before falling backwards, like, 5 feet, but you still suffer a d4 piercing damage. No, I get to roll for you. You're not here. You suffer 3 damage. Oh, wait, you get a long rest. I need to take that long rest for you, just in case.
And then hurt him again.
And then hurt him again, yeah. I'm just gonna reset all these pages to make sure they're all up
is
to
just going
date.
to sigh incredibly heavily and be like, I just told you this. The tree is made of metal. Why does no one ever listen to me about these things? It's like you have no sense of self-preservation.
Marcus turns around and goes,
Sure he
"What's that?" Before obstinately climbing the tree again.
I'm going to pull him down.
Let's see if you actually have to get up to the base of the tree, which, you know, is going to cost you time. As I know you've got D&D Beyond open, but I'm having fun. As you have to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. You actually can barely make it to the base of the trees. Marcus begins to scale again, except this time with an athletics check of... Where's your athletics check? Of 19, you butt. I'll ask you if you need to make a big check, but, of 19, Marcus quickly and swiftly managed to just start scaling this tree before finally coming to the point where Jandar is. And he looks over and he looks like to his side and says to Marcus just quietly, "Break the spines." And you can see that there's 3 massive spikes impaling him to this tree. All you have to do is break them. Now we wait for his response as to how he's going to break these. Otherwise, I'm going to have him just pull out a weapon and just start hacking. What
I
do you
suppose I'm going
have?
to just sigh again and walk back down to where Tobias and Tessin and Drifter are.
Marcus, don't you think we ought to prepare before we summon Zario's lieutenant?
Does Marcus ever prepare anything?
Yes, you can. Roll perception.
Good point. However, this would be the best time to prepare, if any.
Why can I not? That makes me angry. Makes me very angry that you've done this, you hoe. Yes, you can roll perception. Roll perception. Playing D&D with a friend who's in a car. And he's listening through the stream. That's how he's paying attention. Okay. 15 perception. You see these creatures, these red bird blood-sucking creatures are watching you intently. As you are now very close to this man. They've avoided you and gotten out of your way, but now they're just kind of like around this tree just watching you. And
You better be ready for a fight if you intend to get him off that.
And Lulu says, I just need to just give me some time to ponder my dreams before, like, kind of just settling down next to you, Tessin. You seeing as you're just the closest
Tessin's
person.
casting armor Vagathus on himself.
You're going to wait, Lulu, you're here? You're going to ponder right here? Like,
I
maybe
just-
at least lock yourself in the car or something, I mean.
She goes, I just need to think.
This is about to be a battlefield, or at least...
I will help as best I can, but for now I need to think. Yes. You see, it'd be simple enough to just take your dagger and just stab at the branches a couple times, and they should break. For that purpose, I'm gonna have you roll strength with these dagger to just jam it in there enough. This is gonna be entertaining.
Jam it in there. Do
Actually,
not jam it into the
roll
man.
roll dexterity You know what? Hold up, it's a hit. This is a metal tree. Metal has an AC and metal has a HP value. Roll to hit.
Just go full out and shoot the tree. Why not?
Just shoot it.
My book. Where's object? It's small, but it's resilient.
So the
it's
rest of us should probably get ready to fight. Yeah. I'm just getting my shield and weapon out already.
Exactly. 18. 18 to hit. Yeah. I'm for the sake of this, I'm gonna say, actually no, it's made of iron. That 18 doesn't hit. Lizzie, don't worry about me. Okay, fuck off. 18 doesn't hit.
Don't worry about me, son.
Worry about yourselves. This is worry about yourself, okay?
I am.
As you take the blade of the dagger, it just scratches off the surface of the metal. Okay. He just goes,
Try to pull him off, maybe. How far out
Okay.
does he stick?
Like a foot.
Oh, that's...
21 hits, roll damage. So what are the rest of you doing? Tessin, you've casted Armor of Agathis on yourself. What are the rest of you doing to prepare for this combat? You each have now an additional round to prepare.
Can I roll insight for this guy's intentions as soon as we free him?
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight. 9, yeah. Your dagger just, like, hits with an awful screeching sound off the trunk of this tree. It's an awful sound. 19?
I'm pulling out my longsword and my shield.
Okay. He hasn't said what he intends to do. Though you see he simply wants to be freed. And you get the idea that when people are in a situation like him and they're begging as much as he is, the amount of gratification, he probably would consider himself indebted to you, especially after his current predicament. So chances are he will not be hostile to you in the slightest.
I'm gonna go up and speak to him again. So, Jander, once you're free, will you help us against this lieutenant?
And, Noah, roll to hit again. Oh, that was damage? Sorry. That was 9 damage. Yes, I'm a fucking autistic. That breaks breaks the spine. You see as it comes free, he, like, tilts forward a small bit. Roll to hit for the second spine. I'm autistic, don't worry about me. You step forward to up there. Ranmate, are you still staying up there?
No, I went back down earlier.
Okay. He kind of looks at you as Marcus brings his dagger back, waiting on that second to hit because shit's about to get real. Just gonna finish this off. That's that. What is you? Okay. Waiting on Noah. Hits, roll the damage again. Where is this? There it is. Not that. That is way too high of an initiative for that creature. Okay. As Marcus brings his dagger back, you watch as Jandar begins to open his mouth to speak, to answer your question. As these creatures swarm Marcus, as his dagger slams into the final bit of metal, binding Jandar to the tree. You watch as Jandar's body slumps and falls free, and immediately turns to dust. Everyone roll initiative.
I can't believe Marcus broke the vampire.
Cool, quoting that one in a second.
No. Not what I wanted. I wanted that. Whatever, I'll just look up her stat block, it's fine. Okay, Marcus, roll me initiative because you're in this. Also, I just realized Marcus was watching me roll initiative the entire time. Tessin, what's your initiative?
22.
I just watched Rothgar roll the.
Today.
I just watched Rothgar roll a nat 20 initiative. Drifter, what's your initiative?
12.
Oh, he's advantage on initiative, but it doesn't get much higher than that.
Yours and Scree's luck combined is not okay.
You got a 26 initiative, bro. Ranmei, what's your initiative? Ranmei.
10? Can you not hear me?
I heard that one.
Oh.
That's not 140,
Sorry,
10.
my mic's been freaking out. 10.
Tobias.
16.
Alright. It is in fact Hrothgar who goes first. As he pulls out his axe, looking around with a small amount of panic to his eyes, I now realized why I didn't want to do it this way. I swear on all that is holy.
Nope, I picked something up and I don't know what I picked up on Fantasy Grounds when I alt-tabbed in. It's an L. I don't know what that is.
That's me. I am Yell.
Hey, Lizzie, I got you.
Don't take Yell.
She took the L, it's too late.
I tried to tab in and I just get Lizzie.
You watch as these bird creatures begin to swarm Marcus and turn to the rest of the party. He's just gonna grab one of his javelins. Oh, he has 2 javelins. He's just gonna huck these things.
Don't throw them into a portal that leads to a random dimension that nobody knows where.
6 and 24. Or 16 and 24.
I only tried to banish him once.
16 and 24, yeah, he hits these creatures. Oh my god. Where's my encounter builder?
I'm more talking about the time I threw my axe into the portal.
Yeah, he hits, and we're just gonna roll for the damage on the javelin, even though we don't need to. Good to know. You watch as these spears completely just hitting these creatures just obliterate it. The creature immediately become impaled to the trees and stop moving upon impact. Before Hrothgar, looking around, you watch as he flicks his wrist, and you watch as a small bracer you've seen with a small golden, like, diamond almost on his wrist, on his forearm, pops out, and a small glowing blue shield appears on his wrist as Hrothgar takes his axe in a 2-handed grip. Tessin, it's your turn.
Donald just called Hrothgar Gibby, and I don't appreciate it.
Gibby has some shit. Gibby will fuck your shit up.
It's Clifford. Jeez. Clifford. No. That's all I have to say is So it's these little freaky flyers that we're dealing with?
And there appears to be about 25 of them. Looking around you, you are completely, utterly surrounded by these things.
Thank you. Very cool.
If you saw how much HP they had, which I'm really hoping Noah did, you wouldn't be concerned.
I think I'm just gonna take a little shuffle this direction, see if I can spot that one in the far back. Can I from there or no?
Oh yeah, you see him up on the tree branch.
Can I just Eldritch Blast that boy?
Roll to hit.
You sound so upset over that.
You don't understand how little HP these things have.
You don't understand how badly I roll. That was a 10 to hit.
The counter builder, come here. Haha! You don't hit.
Give a second. I'm gonna summon a tentacle next to Lulu. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Just because I know she's meditating and.
Well, you see, like, as soon as these creatures attack, she immediately perks up.
Okay.
Like, she was waiting. She was just taking as much time as she can to get as much thought out as she could.
Yeah. I'ma just. Yeah.
We'll handle it, Lulu.
Oh,
Usually
Lulu.
to the big guy
I forgot
shows up.
Lulu and the cat are not that big. I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger, but they are small creatures. They are. Does that end your turn?
I saw someone with Lulu and Neverwinter the other day, and I lost it.
Is that your
So
turn,
good.
Tessin?
That's my turn.
Okay, we're gonna start these next 3 Sturges. Bird on monster creatures. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Actually, what's their movement speed?
Oh.
He can get there.
Have fun, Marcus.
Yeah, he can get there
Sure,
easily.
fine.
Let's see. What are your... Okay, they're all gonna make a basic attack. They're all gonna roll like shit. None of them hit. Cool. Oh, these things are tiny.
They're like annoying birds.
Angry birds. Mine.
Stop.
I hate you.
I need to make these creatures unfucking-believably small. Ah!
Have you ever gotten swarmed by hummingbirds? Because that's a lot like what this is gonna look like.
Yeah, that's kind of what this looks like. You're about to get swarmed by hummingbirds. I will tell you whose turn is next as soon as I'm done making these tokens the right size, because I am big angry about the fact that I made them medium-sized. Okay. It is...
6 at the bottom, by the way.
It is Tobias's turn.
He's getting D4s. Hold up.
You know exactly what I'm getting D4s for.
I detect a magic missile incoming.
You would be correct. That would be... Let's see what spell slots. I've got all my spell slots. Let's go for a 3rd level cast, shall we? And, start with the ones...
Surrounding Marcus,
on
roll to
Marcus.
hit.
Yes. Yes.
You don't roll to hit.
That's right. Yeah.
That's fundamental D&D knowledge.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
No one loves you. You're adopted.
No, you. Wouldn't surprise me.
Roll damage. I'm about to have to put a sticky note. I'm putting an actual damn note up right now that you don't roll the hit with magic missile.
Good.
Okay, so that's strong start. We got a 2.
You watch as this missile slams into this creature, and it just like screeches as blood explodes from it everywhere, killing the creature instantly.
3.
Same thing, just boom! Another bluish bolt of energy just screeches off towards another one of these creatures swarming Marcus before it just takes this. The entire thing just gets decimated almost. Its body slumping off as blood splatters everywhere from within this creature.
So because 2 is my base damage, I'm just gonna say I have 3 more dice to roll.
If 2 is the minimum damage you can get, you can kill another 3 just for free. So we're just gonna kill him. We're just gonna kill... Which ones are you killing?
The one behind us, I suppose.
Interesting.
The ones in the tree behind us.
That's what
left.
That's what made me angry. That's the right. We're gonna kill him off. That's the thing that made me angry. Was I didn't realize how little health they have.
Oh. Well.
Alright, Marcus, what you doing? Unless that's not the end of your turn.
That's the end of my turn, yeah.
All right, Marcus, what you doing? Ha! You suffer. I'm waiting. This is a very slow process. But Marcus, what you doing? You were just these creatures ran up to you. They tried to attack you but they couldn't get through your armor. And then they were immediately decimated by your wizard friend. How many attacks per action you get? You get 1 attack, which means you can fire with your... You have to hold onto this tree with one hand somehow, so you can really only get 1 shot off. Unfortunately, my good sir, you can only get a single shot because you only have 1 free hand hanging in this tree.
He's a fighter, so he can have two attacks per action, so he should be able to get
For
two.
some reason, it says he has only 1.
Oh yeah, true, because he got the rogue multiclass in there. He might not then.
Hold up, I'm gonna go check something with fighter because fighter should just give it to him.
Don't think so.
At level 5, oh, because he's not 5th level.
Exactly.
He's not a 5th level fighter. He doesn't get it.
He being cross-classy.
Yep, it took me a second to realize that. Yeah, no, descending down the tree, he was 20 feet up, it takes you 20 feet of movement. You only have 10 feet of movement down by the time you get down. Show. Actually, it's difficult terrain. You can't get down out of the tree all the way. The tree counts as difficult terrain and you're climbing it. I'm gonna look up the way climbing works, though, because I want to make sure that I'm not being a fucking numbnut. Which I already did. Where's my player's handbook? Where's the most crucial book? Where's my player's handbook? There it is. Where is climbing? Okay. You're gonna have to get down out of the tree, but then you still only have the 1 attack. No matter what happens here, you only have 1 attack, my friend. Okay, so each foot of climbing requires, yeah, so it'll take you 40 feet of movement worth to get up that tree. It's going to take you the same to get down. You still only have 1 attack to get down, even with the dash bonus action. Though you can actually get close to the party if you take the dash bonus action. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 19 to hit, 19 damage to one of the hummingbirds. Yeah, 19 to hit hits, and just you running down from the tree, you point your firearm, and boom! In a massive splatter of blood and gore, this creature just goes everywhere. And that's going to end your turn. Where is this? There it is. It is, in fact, these guys' turns. So it's the next 2's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Going for the cat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can't get close enough. Rolling to hit on the cat. That's a 19 to hit Slobber Chops. That hits Slobber Chops. Rolling damage. Sturge Stat Block. It does 5 piercing. And then... So now it is attached. Cool. Goose is unconscious instantly as this creature, like, swarms up to Goose. Just, like, attacks the cat. And Goose starts struggling before, like, scratching at this thing as the creature just, like, stabs at it several times before appearing to get a good hold on to Goose. As Goose just falls to the ground unconscious as this creature just, like, sitting over him. Drifter, it's your turn. That's gonna make Marcus real happy. He can't do anything.
Marcus has been an angry boy the past like 3 weeks.
The best part is he can't do or say anything while he's in the car with his family.
Alright.
He can stew.
Oh, he can stew all he wants.
I'm just gonna try and hit the closest one to me.
Oh, the one that's attacking Goose? Or attacked
Yeah.
Goose? Yeah, roll to hit. With what are you attacking? Free action to re.
I have my long sword out.
Alright, grab your longsword,
Up
swing to hit.
19 to hit.
19 to hit hits, roll damage.
Alright, real quick. If I can get pull this up a second. Yeah, let me pull it up. That's 8 damage.
Taking your blade, you just like quickly slice this creature almost in half, taking its wing and head off as you cut it open. The creature just becomes a spatter of gore over the corpse, over the body of Goose. Goose is not yet dead, but Goose is in trouble.
He needs your help.
Thank you. I didn't need that.
Figure you didn't, but I thought I'd say it anyway.
Alright, Ranmei, it's your turn. If Drifter, you're not gonna do anything else.
Yeah. No.
Hang on, let me look at something here. Alright, so I'm gonna pick up the cat.
So you walk over and
Bring
bend
the
it.
cat back.
Oh no.
Oh, is this one still alive?
No, I was just moving things around.
Okay, I don't care either way. It's like a mosquito. I'm bringing the cat back with my other 15 feet of movement, and I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on the cat.
Goose stabilizes.
And then I'm gonna have Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action. Poof.
Where?
Here. Right next to the other side of the tentacle, because I want Tessin to see that you can also get cool things that are sparkly and shiny. But being devoted to a good goddess instead.
As soon as I find a suitable token, I will
My
pull one.
tentacle's not evil.
Yeah, but look at this cool thing you could get if you join the church.
Mine can protect.
Alright,
But
where's it
mine
going?
can attack and hit.
Where's it
Mine
going?
can hit
Never mind.
too.
Where is spiritual weapon going, ho?
Oh, on the other side of Lulu, yeah. Yeah. Think.
It's just an exclamation point, you're welcome.
Thanks. Very cool. How do I rotate things? I
You know
want
what
to
you
learn to
should
do that.
You just
Mouse wheel.
you can also, Gus, you can
Hot
just get the
take.
token for the flying sword.
That is also true. I'm off center.
Okay. So, next up, it's your nightmares turns. I hate Goose because Goose was an easy target.
I'm holding the cat still, like BB style holding cat.
Where is my Google tabs? I'm blanked super hard, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The closest 5's turn. Not him. 10, 20, 30, 40. He's gonna attack Drifter. Actually, he can't. Yeah, he's fine. Let's go there. Bam, bam, bam. Ba, 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 ba. Yay, they swarm. That's all they can do. Oh boy, what's next? It's not his turn yet, so it's the rest of the hell. Nope. It's these things' turns. Okay, it's the rest of their turns. Cool. Because it's not his turn to be involved. 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. Go there. Go. Go. Go small! Who am I double miking through? Go small! Oh my god. Hello? Map? Cooperate with me, please? Thank you. Oh, please come big. Please, I need you, token. Please become bigger again. Thank you. Okay. Back to the top of the initiative round. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, it's Lulu's turn. That's whose turn it is. What is Lulu gonna do? That's a good question. Let's see here. That's Tressum. I found the Tressum stat block. Not like he's gonna get to use it. That's Zariel. That's not what I want. Hollyphant. There it is. She has her trumpets. Let's see. How big can she do this? It is 30-foot cone. Let's see here. Pointer, cone. Cone go zoom. Can't think that's 30. We're gonna check that's 40. She go boo. And I need three Constitution saving throws as she goes trumpet. One of them succeeds, but doesn't matter. He only takes half damage. Not that it matters when you're being blasted by a damn Hollyphant. Because literal, what the fuck? That's 5d6 thunder damage. Not to mention the additional non-magical objects caught in the blast. So, they're dead. I don't care what anybody says. Those, damn fuckers dead. Gotta love that. So we're just gonna grab you, and you. No, delete. We're going to come back to here, and we're just gonna knock you out, and we're going to knock you out. Okay, 2 damage, 2 damage, and 2 damage. Okay. Back to the top of the initiative. It is Hrothgar's turn. Hrothgar. You lost your 2 javelin. Oh, you lost your 1 javelin. I thought you had 2. So he goes and picks that javelin up. Because I am dumb, and he's going to. What is this? Interesting. Hrothgar is going to. Where's the H token? There it is. Just gonna run over here and bishwhack. So it's that much. That is the awful. Okay, swear to God. 19 to hit hits, just fucking obliterates it. I'm not gonna bother. Fucking minimum damage of +1 axe. Great axe plus the strength modifier. Fucking just, no. Over here to this one. Roll to hit. That hits. Kills it because just damage. I'm very angry about this. Don't you worry none, because my chance to make you suffer is coming.
This is just to drain us of spell slots.
Tessin.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the 2 directly diagonally of me. Actually,
Got
no. Well, Eldritch Blast sending beams both directions.
Okay. Roll to
One
hit.
to the left, one to the right. Do I have to roll to hit both, correct?
Yes.
Okay. One's a 21.
Hits.
Yeah, there's a 15.
Hits. Just barely, though. Just gonna delete these 2 tokens because just...
I'd say, yeah.
Unless you really think you're gonna roll under the amount of health they have.
I have a +3, so I don't
Yeah.
think so.
As you fire these bolts, suddenly from around you, the remaining victims crucified upon these trees begin to wail and scream in terror. Looking around, what's everyone's passive perception? This is a good question.
21.
You fucking see it instantly. Ranmei sees this instantly. Tobias sees this. Descending from the sky, a flaming steed, upon the back of which a knight in black armor wielding a flaming sphere is 300 feet off in the air and descending quickly.
I hate you.
Well, I mean, we did know he was coming, kind of. I feel like the man was very upfront about this.
I'm just gonna make him visible up there because, he's 300 feet off, and, I'm gonna go check the initiative order. Let me check this. Yeah, what is your movement speed? 90 feet flying, doubled is 180. Yeah, as this creature, as this flaming steed and this knight made of, this black knight descends incredibly quickly towards you. Urging his steed forward, the creature just runs through the air at you, having the distance between you and it to 120 feet. He's 120 feet from the party in general. This is like a large group-ish. We're going to say it's focused on Tobias. He's 120 feet from you. Anybody else from there spaced out is all that.
Great.
You're welcome.
You're not.
I don't care. Ooh, it's actually his turn. What can you do at a range? No. No. That's good to know. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. We're good.
Are we, though?
Nope.
No.
Tobias, it's your turn. What you doing? As this man closes the distance even further to a mere... Oh, how fast can his steed go? I forget. What is the stat block for this creature? How fast can he move? 90 feet? It's 120 feet out, so he's 30 feet out. 10, 20, 30.
Oh, there he is.
Said he's 120 feet out.
He's 30 feet out. I know you saw it, Noah! And I'm not a cheeky dick waffle for using what my monsters can do.
You're not a what?
Alright, he's 30 feet out, and he's closing that distance quickly. Oh, wait. Actually, hold up, I want to check something. What does this specifically dictate? Okay, and that would have been his action to spur the steed on. Does he have a bonus action? No, he doesn't. Yep, it's your turn.
A second. I wasn't prepared for this.
I know you weren't. How big are these actually? Oh, yes. Ooh, hold up. Continue. I'm just... Where the fuck did I put that? What the hell? What the actual fuck? Oh.
I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the horse.
Interesting.
You gotta tell a joke. Do it. What's your best horse pun?
What do you say?
Let's hear it,
And then I
Donald.
said, and then he said, nay.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's funny.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw, let's go.
Okay. I just want to look something up real quick. Okay. Wisdom saving throw of what?
15.
Okay. I'm gonna look at this real quick because I need to see something about you. Okay. Is this a charm spell?
No.
I'm gonna look this up just because I want to be on top of stuff.
It's not a charm spell.
It's an enchantment.
Okay. Let's see. Let me just enchantment. Yep. Okay. He rolled an 11 as the steed, 30 feet from you. About I'm gonna say actually 30 feet in the air. Starts fit with horse laughter, but this is an infernal monster, giggling and laughing. This I'm gonna have everyone roll me a wisdom saving throw for listening to, as it is just the most wretched sound you have ever heard. As the creature falls to the ground and suffers a d6 for each feat it suffers, he's gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey guys, how's a nat 20 plus 5?
The horse
Screw you.
sucks. How does Tasha's work? How does the control work? You're fine.
It knocks them
It knocks them prone, I get that.
Yeah.
A creature of an intelligence score of 10 or less isn't affected. Unfortunately, nightmares have a higher intelligence score than that.
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving.
Upon falling to the ground, it gets to make another save because it suffers damage. It doesn't
Okay.
succeed that check, though. So...
Does the guy himself take damage since he got thrown off his horse at 30
I'm
feet
doing a
from us?
dexterity saving throw for him. I'm working on him. I need those wisdom checks. Noah survives. Lizzie survives.
I
Tobias?
got a 19.
Yeah,
19
I survived.
check.
I got 19.
Yeah, you're fine. Drifter? Hrothgar's what I need to say.
14.
Hrothgar rolls a natural 19. You're all... You're all... Drifter, you are now frightened of this creature as the sounds it makes are so deeply terrifying to you.
This thing is scared of Warforged.
By laughing. I need to see his stat block real quick. Okay, so that makes... Yeah, he survives the dex check, and he takes even less damage, so... That's 4, 2... He takes exactly 1 point of damage from the fall. Alright! Tobias, is that your turn?
That indeed is.
Good thinking on that. Marcus, you're up. What you doing? You are still surrounded by these... You see more of these small bird-like creatures swarming towards you. And there's also now a flaming horse and man in black armor with a large infernal-looking blade. His armor... Actually, I have an image of him. What am I doing? I can share what the man looks like.
This is worse than Bruce, because he has spikes.
Your cat is fine.
This is like Drifter, but like...
Did you say the cat is
Avernus and-
mine?
I said the
now?
cat is
You are
fine.
correct.
Checking on your cat, the cat is fine.
I have the cat, thank you. It's not my fault Marcus decided to become an irresponsible pet owner.
You die one time, man.
Alright. Okay. Make your 2 shots. Hand and offhand. Horseman, thank you for calling him that. Means so much to me. What the fuck is that? Why is that a sense that these things have?
Good.
No, bad. Bad for you specifically, Ranmei.
Why does it hate priests? Like everything else in this hellscape?
Neither shot hit.
Hell, I'm not sure.
As you watch as Mark is pulling up your firearms and you pull the trigger against this creature. Yeah, neither of those hit. As he stands up and you see his both bullets just catch him almost in the chest, you're confident. Grabbing his sword, he goes, "Traitor!" And you watch as I'm gonna just grab this, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm gonna use this tentacle because it works. You watch as a large iron tree spouts forth from the ground, a sign in Infernal, reading off your name, Marcus. And, underneath an Infernal, it lists a crime. Assaulting an officer. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Justice.
Okay, so Donald just goes, but hey, I didn't assault an officer, I just made the horse laugh. I looked him dead in the eyes and went, it's not your officer.
You're fine. The amount of fear that comes over you realize that this is a fellow servant of Zariel, and he apparently has a lot of authority, more than you do. That scares you for a second, so you realize no one has to know if he dies. So you're fine, Marcus.
You hope.
If he dies.
It's the rest of the bird blood side. Nope, it's Drifter's turn. It's Drifter's turn first. This makes me angry.
Stop spinning the tree.
Do I see the thing to my left?
Interesting. I'm gonna use this instead. Cease!
Oh, you're gonna use...
What is that? Let me get real zoomed in on it. Oh, there he is. Let me zoom back out on it.
Oh. Alright.
Yes, Marcus, yes you have. In more ways than one.
Cool, I can move to like right there.
Yep, and you like... Ooh, you like stealing yourself for a second. Like this horse is... You actually can't get closer to the horse because you're frightened of it. You can't get closer. Go back.
Cool.
Stop.
That's...
Cease. I'm angry that locking the tokens means you still means you can wiggle them around. That makes me angry.
Can I...
Hey, I just got Fantasy
Do I
Grounds.
have
I need to get enough spinning in to make up for the rest of this campaign.
No, that's what...
Do I have a
Surf
direct
did
line of
24/7.
sight? Like,
No,
do I
it
have
still
a direct
does.
line of sight on the,
Oh yeah, no, the horse is prone, but you can see the man
and
there.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna use Acid Arrow.
I need to make the nightmare bigger because it's also a large creature.
Guy. Not the horse, the other person.
Roll to hit.
Oh, that's actually not bad. It's like a 21.
That actually manages to hit with Acid Arrow. I need to go ahead and take a look at your your page so I can see what you're attacking with. You're attacking with Acid Arrow, you said?
Yes.
This is magical. Ah, I see. And it does consistent acid damage. Cool. So it does acid damage on the end of its next turn. Got it. Cool. Go ahead. Roll damage.
12 damage.
You watch as Drifter, you kind of like point your wrist and like fire as this bolt of almost what should have been an acid splash just condenses down and screams towards, or flies towards this guy, crashing against his chest, and you watch as it drips down into his armor and he roars out as another tree bursts forth, spouting your name and infernal text underneath. I need to get this token back. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, please, Drifter.
18.
You managed to resist the frightful effect of this tree as it just kind of spells doom. Do you speak Infernal?
I speak Abyssal. I do not.
You cannot read the text then. For whatever reason, though, it is deeply frightened of you. This tree scared you as soon as it appears, but you kind of can't read the text, so it doesn't mean anything to you. Let's see whose turn is it next. It's Ranmay's turn.
Hey. It's your boy. Back at it again. Well, we're in a bit of a situation here, ain't we, guys?
Yeah.
So he's coming in there.
Yes, ma'am.
We have just diagonaled ourselves, haven't we? This is, guys.
I have
Alright,
a plan,
so-
but
I'm gonna go. Oh, nope. Here.
we still have to worry about the bloodsuckers as well.
Oh no! Put it back. Here. I'm taking the cat with me, but come on, Goose. There. All right, so I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Interesting. I'm going to now center an effect on you.
It's 15 feet in every direction.
Yep. Okay, come on, you fucking dolt. I see it. I moved you out of the way. I deleted your token on accident. That's what you get. Now leave me alone.
No, I just got here. There we go.
Cease! Stop! I'm actually trying to do something.
Oh.
It's 15 feet, right?
Yes. Thanks. Very cool. And that's gonna be my turn.
I need to look something up. Alterations to magic. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, big beast. Interesting. That's a spell that's not affected. Good to know. So as you mutter a prayer to Saloon for protection, you watch as
I include all my friends in it as well.
bursting forth from around Ranmei, these almost angel-like guardians begin to flit around between and through you. They're small in size, but there's many of them as they begin to swirl around in this space, emitting a faint, radiant light. As Lulu turns to go, she goes, like, she's like almost joyous at this, like, just this sudden, like, she's surrounded by celestial power, and she loves it. Radiant power.
As a bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon. I'm gonna put it here.
Got it.
And I'm gonna use a free action to pat Lulu lightly on the head.
She is very happy at this point in time. Go away, BattleNet, no one loves you.
Oh.
Yes, it is now. If that's your turn, it is fun times.
No, stop having fun times.
5, 10, 15, 20, death. 5, 10, 15, 20, death. 10, 20, 30, death. Can I grab this token, please? 10, 20, 30, 40.
40 death.
10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40.
That they're not dying is more interesting.
Give me a second, you hoe.
I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. I'll be back in 30 seconds while the Sturges vaporize.
I love clerics. I love them. I really do. What is your stat block? What's your movement? 60 feet hover. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. She's right on top of you. She's gonna make her attacks because she rolled a nat 20 stealth!
Uh-oh.
What is that to hit?
Something's big and scary and dangerous. Murder.
What is your to hit? You
The frick?
trying to sting her? What's this against Lulu's AC? That's an 18 to hit on Lulu. What is Lulu's AC? Lulu's AC. I need Lulu's AC. I need a Holly Fence AC. I need a Holly Fence AC. I need a Holly Fence AC. There's Holly Fence. Ooh, that actually hits. Just barely making her AC. So, the rest of you, like, almost enwrapped by this just sudden swarm of brilliant angels. Tobias, you witness as a massive creature. A creature that looks like to be a wasp, though its skin tone and red and black. And it radiates an almost infernal heat as it drives its stinger at Lulu, making contact with her. Dealing damage.
Can I have my tentacle have that damage?
You didn't notice this creature. It's actually a surprise attack. No one noticed
Gosh,
it.
dang it.
It rolls a d8 plus 4 for the damage to Lulu. Oh, and it has... and I'm going to make its other multi-attack a grapple check. So it deals 6 damage to Lulu. So I need to keep track of the Holly Fence HP and AC. So she is 36 HP. 8.
Why is it only me that notices this?
Oh no, it's just this thing just suddenly appears over you. The rest of you hear the droning of its wings as it attacks. And you finally realize it's there. You just never noticed it as it was sneaking up. So that's the Lulu's, and now it's going to be a contesting strength check for the Hollyphant I made myself roll a saving throw against myself. Anyone want to guess what happened?
What? Failed?
I rolled a nat 20 just for Lulu. Against this creature's strength check. To try to grapple her. Lulu's fine. Let's see who's around her. It's Ranmei, Rothgar, everyone notices this massive creature suddenly sting at Lulu as she cries out in pain. As this creature tries to use its talents to grab her, Lulu quickly just avoiding this creature, beating her wings, and turning around like frightened of this creature. I'm just gonna have her continue to suppress that aura because she's scared. You're casting magics around her. Yeah, there's now a Hell Wasp. Welcome to this scenario. And the rest of the Sturges just fucking eat shit.
Murder Hornet?
Yes, this is a Murder Hornet.
Hey, murder
It's
hornet.
Lulu's turn. What is the Hollyphant gonna do? What can she do? She is scared. This thing just tried to grab her. What is...
Can't Lulu do?
Lulu can't cast magic.
Lulu kinda sucketh sometimes, on occasion.
I gave her back her light spell, and oh no, she gets her innate. Oh no, she gets these back.
So
Okay,
can't yell at me, we're fine.
she gets these back because I forget that she gets this back because
I'm back, sorry.
Oh no! I
Oh, wait, you
misunderstood.
missed the Hell Wasp.
I just,
Oh, the
Murder Hornet.
I
Hell
completely.
Wasp.
So I've been misreading her aura of invulnerability. For 10 feet, for a 10-foot radius around Lulu, you can cast magics out. Harmful magics cannot come in. Period. Even area effect spells like Fireball. You can still attack from within 10 feet of her.
Oh,
That
bless
would've been nice to know.
Lulu.
I've been misreading that. That's my fault. Every single one of you is protected by her 10-foot aura, by the way. Every single one of you at this current time.
Good.
I'm a fucking dumb fuck. Lulu has bless, cure wounds, and protection from evil and good. That's all she has. She's just gonna cast bless on you, Ranmei.
She blessed me.
Yes.
Aw.
Alright.
Bless me or 2 other people too.
She casts. I need to look at the bless
Oh
spell
wait,
then.
it's a tier 1. I was looking at the wrong one.
Yeah, she
There's the
casts.
one through the beads.
Yep, nope. She's casting bless on you and you alone. Oh wait, I'm gonna look up the bless spell. That's actually a good point.
Actually, wait, no, it
I'm
is.
pretty sure it's like 3 people.
Up to 3 creatures of your choice.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's gonna bless Hrothgar and Tobias because they're simply the closest people, and she's scared. Hrothgar, seeing this creature, rejoices in the challenge and turns around to fight this thing. Now that it's actively engaging you guys, he like roars out this vicious battle cry. He's gonna make 2 strikes with his axe. That is, I believe, a 16 and. Don't breathe in your mic, please. My ears, they don't like that.
Sorry.
That is. Oh, that was you. That was an 11 to
It might have
hit.
been, I don't know.
Whatever. Against this thing, does the 11's the lowest to hit? I'm very all over the place. Cool. Hrothgar gets a single hit off. Hrothgar does damage. Hrothgar does a d12. I've never rolled a d12 damage before, guys. This is extremely exciting. He does 9 damage. No,
And
no.
also, does it get whacked by spirit guardians?
Yes. What's the save for that? I meant to ask you.
I believe it's a wisdom. Yes, wisdom.
Wisdom of what?
DC 15.
Well, it rolled a 7, so it takes the damage.
Smart.
Roll 3d8.
Yay. Okay, alright. That's 12.
Dealing and doubling the yeah, he looks bloodied. This wasp is not looking happy. It is bloodied. It just, yeah, cool. Tessin, it's your turn.
Well, Gus.
No, 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 no. There is no well gussing me.
Too late. 'Cause,
Oh, he needs to rage. I forgot to have him rage. He rages. That's right. So he deals an additional 2 damage. I forgot Hrothgar's gonna rage. I'm just gonna wreck on that because I'm controlling Hrothgar and I'm new to barbarians.
Well, I'll have Tentacle shift over a little bit and attack boy.
It does.
Smack it. Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Does a total 20 hit?
Total 20 just barely hits.
5 cold damage and movement speed slowed by 10.
I fucking hate that.
Good.
You watch as
Oh,
the
you don't
tentacle
love me.
smacks into it, and he watches the creature recoils and screams almost at the attack made to it by this tentacle.
Good. Well, you're gonna love me even more when I tell you that I'm gonna cast Sickening Radiance.
On who? Oh, no! I understand! Fuck you. Alright! What's the radius on this?
The range is 120 feet, and the radius is 30 feet.
Yes,
So I'm gonna cast it far enough out that it doesn't hit us, but hits those 2 way out there.
Can I move this? No? Cool. You fucking wait, bitch.
Get him, Tessin. Don't let Gus scare you.
Tessin's also gonna yell, "Don't go in there." And they have to make Constitution saving throws.
What does Tasha's hideous laughter do? It just makes it prone. It doesn't have disadvantage.
The save DC is 14.
Oh, he has advantage. That's right. Thank God. They both succeed.
Okay.
They just suffer. They don't suffer that exhaustion point, and they just suffer necrotic damage, if I'm correct. I'm very happy that he has resistance.
Yeah.
Actually, your harmful spell. No, real quick point of reference. Yours magic is a harmful spell. It has 0 effect within a 10-foot radius of Lulu. You can enter the light within 10 feet of her.
Okay.
It negates all magic, though. So if he enters that same radius, he's also immune to it.
I don't think it actually does anything to them if they succeed the saving throw. I could be wrong.
Check, because if I'm right, it should do damage.
Yeah, I'm reading. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 4d10 radiant damage, suffer 1 level of exhaustion, and emit a dim greenish light for a 5-foot radius.
On a failed save?
Yes.
On a successful
That's all it
save.
says.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about successful save.
Cool, so they succeeded.
It's also this giant dim greenish light.
Yep, it's their turn, and it's the Nightmare's turn, so he's gonna make 2 saving throws. Constitution and,
Yeah? How's your saving throws going?
roll Radiant.
Good.
And it stays prone. Wait, Constitution saving throw? Of what?
Yeah. 14.
And it's a Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom for yours?
Tasha's? Yeah, I think.
Yes.
I had it roll the Wisdom first. It fails the Wisdom. It gets a +8 to that Constitution. It succeeds
Gosh,
the
dang it.
Constitution
Okay.
saving throw. It's still prone,
I
though.
have the 4d10 ready.
It's still prone, but it succeeds that con saving throw. What can you do? Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. I lied. Roll Radiant. I was looking at the Hell Wasp stats.
Oh, good.
Good to know a bug has more constitution than this giant horse.
Total 20 and takes a point of exhaustion.
Yep, I know.
And it glows like a glow
And
stick.
it glows even more. So basically, they can't hide from invisibility. That's all that does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull up the exhaustion point table because
You're welcome.
where'd the exhaustion point table go?
I told you when I took this spell, so. You knew
I
what's coming.
forgot that you had it. Where's exhaustion, bitch? Oh, there it is. Cool. Is this advantage on ability checks? Cool. All right, it's his turn anyway. He made his saving throws. Start of his turn, all he could do is try to get up to prone. He failed the prone. All right, time for more Sturge deaths. 10, 20, 30, 40. Barely survives. 10. Death. Survives. Death. 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 That's.
It's just death for you, and for you.
Don't come in my bubble.
8. Oh, it's his turn.
This
I forgot it's the
microphone
Narzugon's
sphere.
turn. Alright, the Haruman is going to make his checks with advantage against your, what is it? Constitution of what?
What?
Oh, I was looking at the Narzugon stats. Yeah, no, he succeeds. With a 24.
Okay.
Yeah, what's his movement speed? 30? 5, 10, 15, 20. He's now immune to your sickening radiance. Let's see if... He gets right up
By
on
the
you.
way, just curious, did the guy take any damage from being tossed off his horse?
Yeah, he took exactly 1 point of damage.
Oh no!
Yes!
Crap.
I got first hit.
Hey.
Which is what spawned you a tree. Oh no, technically you didn't hit him, so it didn't spawn a tree.
Hey,
Yep.
Marcus is
And he
here.
runs up and Ranmei,
Gamers.
he grabs this sword and he just lays into.
Yeah, I
Actually,
know. I've been listening and participating.
Ranmei,
Although
this
I'm
dude
a bit-
runs up to you and
Hi.
he cries out, just an infernal war cry, and just brings his blade down against you. It's a blade. It's not a lance, but it's still gonna do the same damage. He cries out to you as as he runs up to you, he cries out, "Kneel!" I need all of you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Hey.
Except for actually Marcus. Marcus, you were free from this.
Yay.
That's a dirty
Is it
20.
because of what I'm thinking of? Or
Yes, it
because
is exactly because of what you're thinking of.
Piss.
Also, I need to go change something in your character sheet because I don't want to say it here now. Where do I edit this?
Gus just messaged it to me. Tell me. Just tell me.
Oh, yeah,
Type.
Tip tap, tip tap.
Ooh. Okay.
Anyway, I need everyone's, what is this spell? What is he casting again? I completely forgot what I was doing. I need, everybody's charisma saving throws.
Hitting me with the thing, and I rolled a dirty 20 on the second.
You're fine.
18.
18's fine. 5, you were frightened of him. Hrothgar is frightened of him.
Oh, good. I get to leave.
18.
You make the DC. You're fine. And you can make
his
you
Spirit
make
Guardians DC?
you can which is what? Oh yes, no, he did. I forgot to mention that.
It's still half damage though.
Done every
It
session.
is still have damage, actually.
Ooh, hold
That
up.
was
No,
huge.
shh, hold up. Spirit Guardians is a harmful effect within Lulu.
Oh no, she put the thing up.
He is immune to any and all harmful effects.
Lulu, why would you do this to us?
She got scared.
Lulu's skirt, okay?
So, yeah, no, he's fine.
Like,
Your area
shut up,
effects don't do
Lulu.
shit to him while Lulu is there.
Eye of the storm.
Let's see. I'm gonna say because of you guys. Oh, by the way, those of you who succeeded are immune to this command for the next 24 hours. Those of you who failed, you can make the check again at the end of your turns. So yeah, he's.
Want to brother a favor and share the map again so I can see what y'all else is doing.
Yep, there you go. This is gonna be interesting. The Dragoon uses its Infernal Command or Terrifying Command. It uses its Terrifying Command. Now it's gonna make its 3 attacks. Let's see. It's gonna strike at Lulu, it's gonna strike at Ranmei, and it's going to stab at Tobias behind you. Quickly. Okay. So, who did I say first? I forget. I think
Also, I thought since it's now within the barrier and Spirit Guardians is also within the barrier, it does count, doesn't it?
No.
Unless hers is a special Holly Fence stat block.
It negates any harmful effects within 20 feet. Cast outside of the effect. No, that's fair. He succeeded to roll damage because it's harmful effects cast outside of the barrier, and you cast it within.
I live with.
Actually,
big vibe.
Hold up. No, technically, she created it after, so it is still suppressed.
This is so confusing.
It is very confusing.
Big vibing moments.
So I said Lulu first, right?
Also, does Lulu make it or does she just have it? I thought.
Oh no,
had to,
she can
turn it off.
she can suppress it, but then when she like loses concentration on it, it reappears.
Okay.
And she got scared.
Yep.
Lulu, you need to go. You need to scoot.
Scoot the boot.
That's a nat 20 against Lulu.
Gus, you monster.
That is 11 plus 16 is 27 times 2. That is 54 damage to Lulu. It is She has 36 HP, so she survives and is not instantly one-hit KO'd. Hold up. No.
Wait, she's unconscious?
No. I just realized. Technically, creatures like this on a one-hit shot are killed instantly if their health is dropped to 0.
Uh-oh.
Gus, you can't see right now, but I'm giving the biggest bird I've ever given you in my entire life.
I'm gonna do what I've been doing with Goose. She's not instantly one-hit KO'd, but she still suffers the 54 damage.
I mean,
Because
she
you can't
could
negate
be.
that.
No. No.
You do have a cleric with Revivify in
So,
the party, and
you
he's
watch-
gonna cast that still.
You watch as he brings his blade up and just brings it straight down against Lulu, and you watch as it takes a wing off. The blade cutting clean through her half of her body. She cries out and crumples. By the way, when she crumples, her aura of invulnerability also drops.
Spirit Guardian.
Yeah,
Avenge
now it's
Lulu.
Spirit Guardian's hours.
And if I'm correct, he's outside of the Sickening Radiance. So yes, now to Spirit Guardians, he's going to make another saving throw. Where's the other D20?
Also, I want to just point out, right, Maggie?
He
been forgetting
succeeds.
Spiritual weapon exists.
He
No, it's
succeeds.
there. I
He
just moved it
succeeds.
over there. I mean, he's still
been
in its right,
forgetting
so I
to
don't
do
think it
things.
gets I don't think it gets an opportunity attack because he's still within its threat zone.
He succeeds on the check, so he only takes half damage. However, Ranmei, does a total 20 hit you?
It does hit me. Gus.
Tobias, does a total 26 hit you?
No.
Kill it,
Right.
kill it now.
You both suffer 11 piercing damage. I'm gonna roll damage against PCs. That's more fun. Alright, what's the...
Kill him now.
What's the...
Still gets a pretty good whack from Spirit Guardians, though. That's a
Yeah.
17 halved, so whether you round up or down.
8... So
They're
9.
gonna be an 8 or 9.
It's
yeah.
9. Yeah, he bitch slaps you for, 15 piercing and an additional... Where's the D10s? For an additional 14 fire damage.
Ouch. You know,
How
that
much
really...
damage total?
So she suffers a total of 29 damage as his blade crashes down into you. As Tobias, he takes the blade and stabs across the open space where Lulu is, and deals to you a grand total of 11 piercing damage and an additional 15 fire damage as he stabs into you.
Oh no, not fire.
I rolled
So-
a 15 to hold concentration on Spirit Guardian, so they stay.
Okay,
I am bloody.
good
I
to
am
know.
also getting there.
Someone give him a good shove.
Let's see, whose turn is it? If it was the Narzugon's turn, it should be Tobias's turn. Tobias, it is your turn now.
It is my turn?
This entire time, the man who's not yet named himself has been crying out at you. Oh, you damaged him! Quick, roll me a wisdom saving throw. Miss
I didn't damage him.
Ranmei!
I did not damage him.
Ranmei, I'm talking to Ranmei.
Oh, pardon.
Ranmei. Wisdom saving throw. She's muted. God.
She said she'd be right back.
Oh, she's
This
coming.
is not a time to burb.
When she comes back, she's making that wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. All right. What you doing, Tobias? This man has just taken out Lulu in one clean swoop and has smacked both of your friends. Decreeing apparently Marcus to be a traitor and is just crying at you to kneel.
Well, I'm gonna take all of my heckin' movement. What the? Everything just. Oh, man. Take my movement and get the heck over to. I don't know, like right here. Oh shoot, that's the wrong token.
It's fine. I know where you're going. That's your 30 feet.
Yeah.
Bitch, I
Um,
fucking move.
Oh.
There we go. You exit the Narzugon's area of reach, or you exit Harmon's area of reach. He can hit you as you leave. Because you're just simply running away from him. And the Hell Wasp, but they both get opportunity attacks. You have already taken the movement. You've already done so.
Yeah, I have.
Alright, both of them get an opportunity attack against you. That is a d12. That does not count. The Hell Wasp, which is closest to you, rolls a... Oh, the Hell Wasp rolls a... Does a 10 hit you?
No.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Interesting. So both as you try to run away, the Harleman and his extremely long blade strike out against your back as you duck down underneath the Hellwasp's stinger attack. That's the only reason you manage to avoid his blade, as it cuts incredibly close to your chin as you back off and run away.
Tobias is Neo. He's the one.
Well. You know what? I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost
Roll to hit. Who are you attacking?
on the Harlan.
Alright.
That's a 25 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
Scared me. That is 2 cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet, and this is still the start of my next turn.
Got it. You good there, Lizzie? Is she good?
Here at the moment.
Is she good? You good?
My contact.
Okay, Marcus, it's your turn.
It is currently my turn. I have fucked up, and there's only one way of fixing said problem. Yeet. And then yeet. I have fucked up more ways than one.
As you come running up, he turns to you and he growls. And he you watch as he's just brought his blade against Tobias, who's running away. As you run up, he brings his blade back and he makes eye contact with you and he goes, "We are servants of Zario. You defy her!" As he's kind of just like crying out to all of you, but he's specifically making eye contact to you, Marcus, and he goes, "You freed the betrayer!"
You know what I'ma do?
What you gonna do?
I'ma tackle him.
Roll contesting strength. Roll to hit to try to grab him to get that.
I don't know what I had to that to hit.
It's your strength plus the d20 roll against his AC to try to grab him, so you can try to tackle him.
Okay. How's a 21?
I'm gonna start asking to see them dice. You managed to grab onto this man. Roll contesting strength if you're gonna try to tackle him to the ground.
Oh Lord, please. Oh Lord, please. I've already gone this far. YOLO. Ooh, okay. Do you want to see this dice, Gus?
What's the...
It's a 19 with another +2. So another 21.
Against his 15, you manage to grab him and you just pull yourself to the ground. You are both now prone.
And really quickly try to whisper in his ear, actually, it's like, I had no idea you needed to, and you needed to assert yourself. No idea who he was, and you need to assert yourself as who you are before you just enter.
Roll persuasion.
On right now.
Roll persuasion.
I'm whispering this. I don't want anyone else to hear it.
You're whispering in Infernal inadvertently. Roll persuasion.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Where's my persuasion? Forehead. It's a 14.
His dice say 15. This is like the greatest thing that's ever happened besides the bike. And it's always Noah.
Donald goes, whispering infernal, does that even work? I'm like, it's like whispering in German.
As you like grab him, pull him to the ground, he turns to you. Like his blade is like fallen in his grasp, and he's like trying to like struggle against you, trying to get back up. He goes, "You freed the betrayer who left her here." And yeah, he takes a moment to pause. You like whisper in his ears, and he's gonna he just kind of like just trying to push you off. He seems unconvinced. We're gonna go back to the initiative order. It is
Stress level 99%.
roll fucking Spirit Guardians, but have the damage for the Hell Wasp. The rest of the Sturges eat shit.
Thank you, very cool.
I'm done. These Sturges, fuck, you guys have all the AoE CC. It's great.
That one's not very good. That's only a 7 total, so...
Turns into 4, so the Hell Wasp is looking pretty damn fucked up. But it's gonna try to stay... Oh! No! Lulu's on the ground unconscious. She can't resist. She's bleeding out. Hell Wasp grabs her, with his action, and, he got smacked by Ray of Tentacle, so he has 50 feet of flying. He still fucking takes it and zooms 30 feet up in the air, 20 feet away.
Can I opportunity attack there?
Yo, no, you hardcore. Hrothgar, Drifter, and Ranmei all get an opportunity attack as it takes off.
Get him, boys.
Hrothgar misses.
Does the tentacle also, guys?
Yes, Tentacle gets an opportunity attack as the creature just takes off straight into the air and to fly away.
Alright, this is
26.
Hits.
And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Opportunity attack is melee weapons.
Caster BB.
And that one!
That's only 2 cold damage, to be fair.
Drifter, what's your to hit? Drifter, what's your to hit?
Does 12 hit?
No, 12 doesn't hit. Alright, Toll the Dead, fuck him up.
I rolled a 12 and a 9. That's 21 damage to this thing.
10 HP left, you kill it.
Yeah!
As this
Don't
creature's...
touch that is mine.
As the creature's wings buzz, as it, like, reaches down, grabbing Lulu, pulling away, it manages to get, like, 10 feet up into the air before the tentacle just clips its underbelly. And the creature rises another 20 feet in the air as it takes off fleeing. Before Ranmei, you're currently engaged with this guy. Turning around, you, like, snap your fingers with this, what are you attacking with in your hands, by the way?
I think I still have just the flail of
Okay.
my shield.
Before you, like, kind of, like, wave your shield at him, and you watch as the effect of your spell wraps this creature, ringing. Lulu takes falling damage. And she does actually fall the full 30 feet because it got up to height. She suffers 5 falling damage.
Question, Gus.
What?
I have a thing where my tentacle can defend others. When they take damage within 10 feet of it. If she's within 10 feet, could it cushion the blow?
It can have the damage of her falling down.
Yeah.
Because the thing only took off straight up, but it cannot stop the fail on her death save.
It has
but it cannot. Well, it can't stop the fail on her death saving throw because she takes damage.
Okay. Still, I don't want it to be any worse, so that gets rid of the tentacle entirely.
So it is in fact Lulu's turn, and she gets to make another death saving throw. I'm throwing this dice everywhere. That is a failure as well. My first actual legitimate death might be, in fact, Lulu.
I swear to God.
No.
I mean,
I swear to Lord Almighty, stress level is going to be at 199 if you do.
Well, I mean, yeah, get.
199.
Noah, you must choose Lulu, the cat, or the bike.
I also
Stop
like
getting
want to
attached,
point
man.
out, I guarantee at least half of us heard him fucking yelling at you about Zariel.
Alright,
Died.
it is Hrothgar's turn. This thing is dead. Hrothgar just says, screw this, and runs up. He's gonna make his 2 attacks, and he's raged, so he gets like that.
And the guy's prone because I tackled him.
Yep, this guy, Hrothgar gets, not only does Hrothgar get advantage, but he's raged.
Ooh.
So that is a 25 to hit, and that is a 22 to hit. Both strikes hit, dealing, because this weapon isn't silvered. That's funny. Actually, I think I had him silver it, so it does fully count. Because I knew that. So it's 2d12 plus 4. Well, technically 2d12 plus 6. Where are my god darn d12s? That's an 11, and that's a 10. 17 plus 16 is 33 damage? I think? 16 plus 17? 20. Yep, that is 33. The Haruman does not look very happy at all. He appears to be very bloody as Hrothgar just boom, boom, just brings his axe down into 2 vicious swipes into the side of Haruman. And he cries out, and you watch as another tree rises, and he has to make that same saving throw. Succeeds. Where am I putting this tree? I'm putting this tree here. This is a very entertaining encounter, by the way. I'm taking my jacket off. Give me a second.
You say. You think it's entertaining, huh?
It is so unbelievably hot, and my door's... Oh, I need to turn my fan on. That's what I need to do. Okay. Ow! My knee! Ow!
Bitch, isn't it?
The M's back, guys.
That's called karma.
Disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Oh.
I've been so used to that for the past 2 weeks, you know?
Tessin, it's your turn!
Well, it's my turn, you say.
Why does everything go so well and then go so poorly? I mean, I'm happy for you, but I want something to die.
You want one of us to die, though. They're dying just fine.
Yes, I'm currently in front of a fate worse than death at the moment.
And whose fault is that?
Absolutely no one's.
Well, I'ma just pull daggers and, go and stab a clown. Many times.
Because this clown can stab 4 times.
Oh, wait, I just realized I stabbed something 4 times.
You're stupid.
Oh?
Oh wait, no, it's only 3.
28 stab wounds. How many rounds would that take me?
28 stab wounds.
How many rounds would that take me? Hold up. My brain. 7.
I can get 3 attacks per turn at most.
Well... One is a 13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
One is a 12 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
One's a 21 to hit.
Hits, just barely.
One's a nat 20, making it a 29 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
What is
I
this?
stabbed twice. See, I
party
need
you
4
now have
attacks
going
because
on
I only hit 1 or 2 of them. Pig brain. Eh.
I'm scared
Math.
for the conversation I'm gonna be having soon, I'm sure.
What? Oh. This is going to be very entertaining.
I'm glad you finally decided to talk to me about your decision to join the church, Marcus. I'm glad to hear it.
19 damage to even Tessin wishes that at this point.
19 damage.
19 damage total. 4 of it was poisoned. To be fair.
Okay, okay. Good to know. Thank you. Your daggers are silvered, or which of those daggers
They're
is?
both silver.
Okay. All right. It
Well,
is in.
The one's a +2 dagger.
But it's not
dagger
silvered.
+3.
What's the
that
plus?
one's actually. That one actually, yeah, it isn't silver, but it's my packed weapon.
What was the damage that you dealt with it? If it hit.
That one was 4 of the 4 poison damage, and then.
Okay, good to
8.
know. You're fine. You're fine. It is in fact his turn, and you watch Noah as he stops struggling. As Nat 20. Fuck both of you. Both of you in the
Hey.
same room together. Those are twin Nat 20s. The horse gets right back up. And comes charging over to here. And you watch as Harriman, like, the horse...
Why is he so big?
It's a large
He's
creature.
very
It's
big.
large. It's a large creature.
Big.
You watch
Big
as the horse comes running over. He, like, Harriman begins to struggle against you. Roll contesting strength.
Oh, Lord, please. Ooh, Lord, please. I will gladly give my soul back. Oh, yes! Yes! Yes, another 19 to
Okay.
21.
Against his 16, you manage to keep him bound as the horse comes running up and he turns to you and he goes, "Come and explain yourself."
Also, hang on, I don't mean to jump in, but how is it? It's his turn again. I didn't get to go since the last time he hit me or Lulu, so I think we got mixed up somewhere.
That is
would've
an
stabilized Lulu.
extremely good point. How did I managed to completely miss both Drifter and Ranmei somehow? Both of you go. Drifter first. I apologize. I don't know how I did that. That's
You
my
did.
bad.
I sadly can't do anything because I can't get closer.
That's right. You were still. Oh no! Roll the saving throw because you can roll that again.
Alright, what is it? Wisdom?
Yep, wisdom. You succeed. It's just unless you have a minus in wisdom.
No, I have
You-
+1.
You managed to just
I
barely make.
so
You managed to
scared.
just barely make that DC of this creature. You can move closer.
Yes. That is what I'm trying to do. Alright, one moment while I roll my-
I'm gonna say because I made the mistake. This is all happening simultaneously.
Cool.
So I'm not gonna take back what they're doing, but instead I'm gonna add what you guys are doing into what's happening with them.
Along with my panic attack.
But no, Marcus, he's actually asked you a question and he wants a response. And you feel him grab you hard. Like you've grabbed him, now he's grabbing onto you. So, Marcus, or sorry, Tobias, or sorry, Drifter, Ranmei, what are you guys doing?
I'm dropping my shield and then hitting the lieutenant guy.
Okay,
My
Ranmei, what are you doing?
I'm going to have first. I'm going to have my spiritual weapon whack.
Against who?
The one on the ground.
Okay.
And then this is a good. Okay. Seeing this going on, seeing everything on the. We're in a situation, guys. I'm going
you
to
think?
bonus action healing word on Lulu,
Okay. She heals that
so she
healing.
stabilizes.
Yep. How much does she heal?
Hey, so that'll be total. Seven. 2 plus the spell's level, so that's 7, I believe.
Okay. She has 7 HP. She comes sputtering to life, like, on the ground, like, seeing this. The healing word, you watch, like, it actually, like, restores the entirety of her wounds. The magics of this, taking specifically well to her celestial body and manages to restore the wing back to her body.
Okay, good. She's stabilized. And then for my action, I'm going to also cast Sanctuary on Marcus, since
Okay.
this thing seems to have it out for him in particular.
Okay, that's your turn. What is spiritual weapons to hit?
Spiritual weapon, that's So many spells. Where is it? There it is.
It has advantage because he's prone. I will say that.
Oh, well, the first one's a 19, the second one is a 12.
Yeah,
so-
the 19 hits. Roll
And
damage.
gonna whack him
Okay, Drifter, you're making
for...
your attacks. Roll to hit.
Hey, dude, and deal max damage. So 12 damage from spiritual weapon.
Cool. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
And that's 10 damage.
Okay. Is that it?
And if it is their turns, they both have to do the spiritual
No, it's
spirit
not.
guardians thing
I'm
again.
going to use second wind.
Okay.
Pick up the shield. I not pick up the shield yet, and then hit him again.
Okay. Roll. So you pick up the shield, so you only have one hand to do a D8 damage. Roll to hit.
No, I meant.
That you already said it, Vincent.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna start being extremely picky. The first thing you say is the first thing because I need to start doing that. I'm doing that to myself now. So Hardiman rolls a. You said it's a wisdom. Of
Wisdom
what?
15.
He succeeds. The horse succeeds as well. So they both take half damage.
That's a smart horse.
It is a smart horse, man. Dude, do you think we can keep the horse if we get rid of him?
You actually you see what it appears to be like,
You
tack.
want me to be even more into my Ghost Rider facade than I already am?
Looking at this steed, you see tack like you would use to control a horse, but it appears to be made of metals and materials native to this plane of existence.
Cool. That's 12, so they both take 6.
Okay. Drifter, what was the damage? Or what's the hit, I mean?
Oh, to hit, that's 21 again.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage. With the D8 because you're one-handing this blade.
The same damage.
How much?
10.
Okay. Dropping Harriman down to almost defeated as he struggles in your grasp, he says, I will ask you one time to face penance willingly.
Me?
Yes, you.
Whose turn is it?
It's his, but he's asking you to make to answer the question. It's his and the horses.
Something to...
I'm sure he really likes the pretty divine light of sanctuary around you at the moment as well.
I would just stay quiet. Stay quiet.
Then I will
Stay
return.
quiet.
Then I will return. And you watch as his wounds begin to seal. The blood seeping from his body ceases.
I needed you to kill him, Drifter.
As he struggles, he turns to the beast that he commands, and he says, we leave. And you watch as the steed rears up and paws the ground, and as soon as its hooves hit the ground, you watch as both the horse and rider fade, fading out in a glimmering gray light before disappearing from your grasp entirely, disappearing off the field of battle.
I just want to know, were you making like the extra damage from acid arrow?
I forgot about that.
Again.
Dude, we have a lot of stuff going on right now.
Vincent, because it didn't happen the first time it was his turn again,
True.
the acid wore off. You need to remember that. I'm bad about remembering things, and I'm trying to do my best to hold myself and everybody to the first thing that happens, like the chess's touch, move, touch, take, because this as you've seen, it creates heavy impacts on the world around you, and I love it. They have both fled.
Oh.
So, man.
So what do I roll to figure out if I can see where he left to?
Roll Arcana. No, just straight up roll Arcana.
Okay. Oh.
8? You have no idea. None at all.
I'm immediately gonna walk over and put a hand on Marcus's shoulder. So Marcus,
I'm quivering a little bit. I'm
My
A
quivering.
little trail of
My
fire as
friend,
he
that-
faded.
you didn't tell me you had friends down here. Do you wanna talk about this?
I'm gonna talk to the stream real quick while this happens. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
explain
start
something.
talking to you in Infernal.
Still staying quiet. He's just quivering.
So for those of you here who don't know what just
Those
happened,
trees are still there, right, Gus?
yep,
He's talking to the stream.
Okay.
The-
Yes.
the nightmare used its ethereal stride, and it was going to attempt to pull Marcus in should he have submitted.
Do you maybe want to elaborate at all, Marcus? Or do you want me to just continue to assume the worst
That
about
facial
you?
expression is
Terrifying.
So now things
yes.
now things become interesting.
Deep breathing in character, by the way.
How did he know you, Marcus?
Marcus, you generally have no idea how he knew you, but you have some ideas as to how he would have recognized you.
Hellrider?
See,
So Marcus,
Oh,
Very
he's
much
breaking up
type
so
two.
bad.
going full Rasputin will not help you in this scenario.
looks like he wants to, and he looks like he wants to say a what, but at the same time.
I'm gonna have you
Man, look.
roll. I'm gonna have you roll insight on
Do you even
Marcus.
know what's happening?
Ranmei, roll insight on Marcus for me.
Absolutely. Hang on. Ooh.
I'm not being deceptive.
Oh,
Well,
that's an 18 and a nat 20, even with disadvantage.
I'm
and I
just
have
a child who's been
I have
caught.
a +7 to insight.
No,
so
no, no, no,
I'm
no, no.
always
No. I'm the one telling her something. With the insight, you realize that Marcus is
Coward.
not telling you something, but he is sufficiently scared of it that it prevents him from speaking.
Yeah. Marcus, look at me. I don't know what it is you're hiding, but for the party's sake, if anything is going to come after us or you, we need to stick together down here. Regardless of whatever's happened in your past, whether it was before this or now, I would appreciate just a little assurance that you're actually on our side here.
I'm gonna drop down on my knee and just like slam at the ground.
Marcus. I'm now going to turn to Tessin and say, do you know anything about this? He's your brother.
He's gonna completely
wants to
ignore the
talk to
fact
me.
that we're not brothers.
Marcus, I will say, of all the people you would feel comfortable telling this to, it would be Tessin. And Tessin,
Tessin's kind of shaky about this too.
Tessin,
Like,
you,
he doesn't know what's going on, but he's scared.
but Tessin, you are also the best person to try to get this information out of Marcus. Just the
Yeah.
connection the two of you have.
He's probably just kind of struck
Also,
because
guess
he's
you're
never
gonna have to repeat
seen
some of
Marcus
that
like
because
this.
my internet due to die.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Do the big die.
Rasputin might come back.
Tessin's shaken just because he hasn't seen Marcus ever this shaken.
see if
I
Rasputin
don't
comes
know
back,
anything
I'll
about.
plug him.
I don't know anything about this.
I'm gonna just pause the game right here because I've had this freaking TikTok stuck in my head the entire time. It's just, I sold my soul to the devil.
The one where the rogue does it.
That has been in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Okay, she's like,
Alright, now back in the game.
Yeah, back in the game.
Back in the game. Okay. I just needed to get that out there because that has been stuck in my head this entire little section
You're
right
in a
here.
scenario, buddy. How are you gonna handle this?
Tessin's gonna actually drop to one knee next to you and put his hand on your shoulder.
Tessin being compassionate? What?
Oh. You need to talk to us, Marcus. And you can see he looks genuinely freaked out.
Be a great time to have a friend spell.
As much as I don't always agree with Ranmei, I do tend to agree here.
I'm legit both. Just like my cheeks are actually starting to hurt because I'm smiling so big right now.
This is a lot of fun. This is where fun shit comes in handy.
Is this something we could help you with? Is it a curse? Like that vampire we had? I know how to remove curse, but it'd not be enough to do a vampirism, if that's the right word. I could certainly try.
This is worse.
How,
This is
how,
worse.
You-
much,
No.
how much
Oh, worse.
He's actually starting to tear up a little bit right now.
Marcus, if you've done something that, if it hurt you or hurt someone, we will attempt. I promise you, as a cleric, I will attempt to help you make it right.
As all of this is happening, you hear Hrothgar's breathing, like ragged and angry, begin to calm as he like walks over and he goes,
Take a
The-
walk, buddy.
"The man is a mighty fellow. He stood his ground bravely. Give him chance. Let him recover."
No.
Tessin just shoots him like the most deadpan glare.
He stood bravely in the face of danger, a trait most greatly admired amongst my people.
Also, the sickening radiance like fades.
Okay, he walks
Almost
up.
McDonald.
He's
Spirit Guardians up for a minute or two.
he stood in the face of danger, and you would grill him for information while he's clearly still shaken about something.
Information is key to winning wars. Do you not know that?
I mean, obviously, my stance on this is clear. If there is something coming for us, and in him in particular, in the collective us, it's better we know about it rather than get caught blindsided like those horrible little fowl in the camp last night.
That was
I
delicious.
might have known about that, but
Those are delicious. What are you talking about? I'm doing the same voice for everything, and I apologize.
no, you're fine.
That's fine. I honestly I was going to rant to you for the sorry attempt of Marcus's voice you did, but I was feeling forgiving.
Please, because I'm sorry. I just
could tell.
voices are so hard.
Yeah, I know they are. That's why I felt forgiving. Alright.
I don't agree and I don't want to push you, but it seems like you've been hiding something for longer than we thought.
Curses upon everything here. Curses upon this place. Curses upon this mission we've been sent to do. Curses upon myself for caring so much about a group I've been with.
I'll be back. I'm listening, but I will be right back.
So much so. I jumped at any second chance I could to not leave you all behind.
Marcus.
Just looks right up at you. He's very much like someone who has been holding back tears for so long, like their eyes are that red and bloodshot.
Oh.
I hate you. Tessin, he just looks. He looks at you like completely in shock. Like there's not very much emotion at all on his face. He's just kind of staring into your eyes without acknowledgement at this point, besides fear.
Are you serious? Well, look at you. Of course you are. I'm sorry, Marcus. I had no idea. These kind of deals can be permanent, but they don't always have to be. If there's anything we can do, or we can find whatever fiend you struck this with, maybe bargain on your behalf.
We're already going to her.
Oh
Just
no.
hands in my palm.
Oh.
Just hands, my face in my hands in the dirt. We're already going to her.
I'm gonna join Tessin on his knees and rub your back a little.
Oh.
Ouch. And I'm going to immediately look over at Lulu. Kind of gesture Lulu over.
She, like,
No.
she's lost in thought, but she does come over.
Lulu, well, first of all, you took quite a beating back there. Are you feeling alright?
Yes, and I believe I know what the next step of our journey must be, as well.
We have another issue at the moment, Lulu.
That I can see. I was simply informing you. Though there's
You're
not much
cutting
I
out,
could...
Gus.
Though there is not much that I can do in this situation for him. The bargain he has struck is between him and Zariel.
Tessin, after a minute, he kind of snaps out of it, and he full on hugs Marcus.
Marcus just hugs back and he just starts sobbing.
Though
I
for
physically
what's...
can't act sob, but that's
But you know, yeah.
But for
yeah.
whatever little it is worth, these contracts can be broken. At which point, Hrothgar just starts losing his mind laughing, and he, like walks over in front of you, and he puts a hand down to, like, try to, like, pick you up, like, completely emotionally oblivious to the situation. He goes, "Well done, friend! Well done!" And he...
Kafka, perhaps now's not the best time.
Of course it is! The Archfiends are the greatest! My people signed an ancient pact with Bel, Zariel's closest lieutenant. What do you mean? I am here to fulfill that contract. This is great news. We are brothers in arms.
Tessin immediately just pulls a dagger on him and just holds it to him.
He chuckles and, like, he puts his hands up. I am no threat to you. Our goals may align just yet. Though I've only been summoned. And he kind of, like, scratches his bald head and, like, you know, is, like, itching, like, one of the horns on his head. He goes, though I've only been summoned here, I've not yet been kind of told what I'm supposed to do. I've just been here. Kind of figured you're my best chance of getting to Bel alive.
I think we're all each other's best chance of getting out of this alive. All the more reason we need this transparency. Which I appreciate you being upfront with that, Hrothgar. It's good to know.
He just kind of shrugs, like, he doesn't realize, like, he was up front or, like, revealed something important. He's just like, it's just a fact of life, man.
Well, Bel, huh? Bel and Zariel, and...
For those of you who studied Avernus, Bel used to govern Avernus before Zariel was imposed in place by Asmodeus, because he liked, Asmodeus liked what Zariel was doing against the demons. And Bel is now her closest advisor. At least it is rumored to be so. Though there's probably no love between the two of them. As far as records can say.
Do I know anything about Haruman?
You have no idea who he is. Though, Ranmei, you actually recognizing the name Haruman,
Okay.
you know that Haruman was actually one of the closest lieutenants to Zariel when she entered this. He was one of the 4 or 5 close lieutenants she had when her army broke off. At least that you've kind of heard around. You've heard tells of him as a great hell rider and a loyal friend.
That makes sense what the tree guy told us.
You can only...
I feel like we're really not acknowledging all of the crying half-dead bodies above us currently still. But
and
anyway, really great scenery for a heart-to-heart.
As the Sturges are just completely obliterated around you. These guys are no longer screaming in agony from having their blood drained. They're just there.
Plenty of them. We might want to go ahead and get some of these down, honestly, just because, you know. Anyway, in character, I am gonna kind of give Marcus like a little half hug and say, I know we may not be on the best standing, but I'm a cleric of life, and I hope that you would trust me to never leave you behind.
I'm not.
Good man. Here,
Very
here, and I'm going to kind of pull Goose out from where he was tucked into my cape, and my like cloak, and hand him back to you.
I'm gonna hold Goose tightly.
You can see like the small scar wound where Goose was attacked by the thing that nearly killed it.
Mm-hmm. Holding me just slightly tighter.
Goose is still unconscious.
Mm-hmm. I know this. I know this.
So, quick question. Are you going to start pulling bodies off of the trees?
I mean, it seems cruel to just leave them when the immediate threat is gone, and
Okay.
we could do something about it.
Hrothgar, like, hearing this, like, immediately leaps into, like, helping you guys. And this is for visual reference, just to help get a little bit of a laugh into this moment. You know the visual effect when somebody fails a gen in DBD?
Yeah.
Harmon's head lights up with those sound effects, being informed that people are being pulled off of trees. And as soon as, like, they're all free, they all dust. Like, as soon as they're free, they immediately dust. So he knows what you're doing.
It's dark, I don't want to go.
But they all seem
I think they
as
do want to go, though.
as little effort as they can provide. They do seem extremely grateful as you begin to pull them free or break the chains, whatever, break the iron, whatever happens. They are
Get them off
extremely
of there,
grateful.
yeah.
Can I figure out, do they die when they get pulled off?
As best you can tell, whatever curse was binding them here was there to have them suffer for eternity, and you pulled them off of that. You ended that eternal curse, and they've been released.
So they die and their souls are now not in eternal agony.
As best you can tell, yes.
Sick. Alright.
I'm gonna stay.
But
by
speaking of
Marcus.
other souls in eternal
Oh,
agony,
no.
Though
I'm gonna
your
stay by
trees,
Marcus.
though your respective trees are still there. Those of you who
And
hit
I was
Harmon.
gonna ask Marcus, do you know anything about those trees? And I'll point to the new.
For those of you who can read Infernal, they all say assaulting an officer underneath the respective character names. Oh, Drifter gets one too. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Mark's actually going to, while holding on to Goose, get up and walk up to
Oh,
him.
Hrothgar gets one as well. So we should.
I get one as well, Gus.
Yep, all of you have a tree.
We all have a tree.
Should we destroy these trees before we continue?
That's actually what Mark's is
Yeah.
going to. Which one is I'm assuming this one's his. I'm actually guessing.
I'm just putting trees down because. God damn it. They're all there.
Whilst holding on to Goose.
I like seeing the lines for Goose and Marcus appear simultaneously. To accept the move. These are iron trees. I need to pull something up real quickly. Because I need to look at something. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're going to give them. These are large, so they have. Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just try to stab at the writing.
Okay.
Kind of like scratch it away.
Okay. Starting with your name, I'm gonna have you just roll. It's like to hit to see if you can just scourge out the iron.
Use this lovely +2 dagger to help my odds here. That's thank God for a +9. That makes it a dirty 20. 11 + 9.
You manage to get through the iron and scrounging free your name. You watch as the tree just becomes a pile of iron dust before blowing away in the sulphurous wind of Avernus. Though it does take you a solid 2 minutes to just get through and fully clean your name off of this piece of iron.
I'm gonna just start doing that with everyone else's.
If everybody follows suit, just roll me to hit on the iron. Also, I forgot to use my ring. I'm big sad about that.
Real sad.
I rolled a 27 for mine.
Yeah, taking time tests, and you're used to just marking stuff up, being a street rat from Baldur's Gate. You manage to just easily, quickly gouge your name out, and the tree just crumples to
You're used to
dust.
defacing things.
23 for me.
23 for you. What are you attacking with? Like dagger, magic?
Dagger.
Same thing. You managed
Silver.
to you manage to get through to the tree and, kind of scuffs the silvering a little bit, but you manage to scourge your name from the tree. Ranmei, Hrothgar, and you guys, and Drift, are you all scourging out names? No,
Yeah.
she's not here. I'm going to say, Marcus, you take care of her tree.
Mm-hmm.
So now Lulu turns to the rest of you as you guys finish this. I'm just gonna give it to you guys. This is pretty easy. You guys, she turns to you and she goes, "I know what our next steps must be. There's 2 places we can go to continue our search for the Zariel's blade."
Quick
And
question: are there names on any of the other trees?
no, there was just people.
Okay.
She turns to you and Marcus, she asks you to bring up the map. There's 2
Yeah.
places that we may go, and I'm actually going to present the map to all of you. Where is my, oh, here, it's already, no, it's my tokens. Where's this? There's it is. I'm going to show you the DM's, do I want to show you the DM's version? Not really. So you guys are standing atop that hill. Actually, I can share the links you've been to. Yes, there's Harmon's Hill. You guys can now see the green pin for Harmon's Hill. There's
I don't see what you're talking
I
about.
don't see map.
I will share the map.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
you should be able to see the green pin for Harmon's Hill.
I
Yes.
do.
That's just the green pin is there to give you the name and that you've been there. It's not really there to give you access to the information within it. So,
Still.
yes. I forgot that he called this place Coward's Way. Anyway. I think I was supposed to let you kill him. Oops. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry in the slightest. So, you guys have a few places left that you can go. And there's a few places that you can go, and Lulu points, and
Also, if
Lulu
you didn't kill me, we wouldn't have had that heartfelt moment, okay?
Lulu points to 2 places on the maps. She says, let me find, there's a place, a dark place where things are born, and a place where things are destroyed. And she points to 2 places, on your map. And I'm only showing you these links so that you can see them on the map.
Demon
gestured.
Zapper.
You don't know the name of them. You don't know the name of
No,
them.
I'm just laughing that that's what it's called.
That's pretty funny.
She says, "We may begin our search where where demons come, corruption births more, or we can go where these things are destroyed. Either way, our search must begin at one of these places. We can go truly anywhere to search, but I advise beginning there."
I can't help but notice if I'm not. This map obviously kind of shifts and turns around, but if we are here, then we would have to cross the river, wouldn't we?
Yes.
Do we have a solution for getting the vehicle across? I don't suppose there's bridges in hell. Red, did you just put Elmer? Okay. I thought that was an Elmer's glue bottle for a second. I was
Yes,
beyond
definitely an
worried.
Elmer's glue
It
bottle.
looks like it from the side.
So I would like
Don't.
every one of you except Hrothgar remembers that that there were actually barges being commanded by entities who unloaded the demons on them and then kind of just continued sailing on the river Styx completely unmolested by the devils and the demons alike. It might be possible to find one of these barges and request passage just across the river.
I suppose that's probably a best plan.
Good as idea as any.
Yeah, hopefully
How
one
much
big enough
fuel do we have left in our vehicle?
So all of you have I'm gonna say
We had 72 hours.
minus 6 hours of travel. Both vehicles have 72 hours, and you only have 1 soul coin left. Period. Soul coins inserted into the machines as fuel or destroyed. She goes, yes, in order to get there, we would have to cross the river, though we wouldn't have to do so quite yet. But these are the options and paths that lie before us. Where is my map of Avernus? The key to Avernus, basically.
Well, I'm not sure how accurate the distances are on this map, but it might be smarter to deal with the one on this side of the sticks first before we try and cross. Easier to find travel one way than two.
Indeed.
I'm just gonna pull up the DM's version of the map of Avernus on here because it's easier for me. Okay, that is nothing. Good to know. So you guys are gonna start heading towards the location indicated by Lulu, a black pit with trees among it, surrounded by what appears to be a decayed forest, or just a forest on the side there. By the way, you guys have all very quickly realized that the landscape depicts things that aren't actually there on the map. Like an artist will draw sea monsters in the ocean for world maps back in the day. The same thing has happened here, where things are added that aren't actually there. It was just artistically added. You guys are heading to the spawning.
Thank you, very cool.
So,
I assume the circles aren't there.
Remember, we can't fully trust the map either.
Vincent, what time do we have to leave?
Apparently. I mean, once the session's over, we just
Cool,
have to
because
make
it's
that
been 3
choice.
hours, and this is a perfect place to end the session. And that's where I'm going to end the session. This decision has been something that's been plaguing me for weeks, because you guys could have gone one of two ways, and I would have to know both paths. I mean, I still have to know both paths. That's still something I have to know, because you could still go to those places free will. I just have to, know the place. I specifically have to know the places on this path. All of you, level 8.
Ooh!
Oh.
Yay! Mark
Don't
pours
ever
his
just
heart
talk
out and
about stuff.
everyone levels up.
Yeah.
All of you hit level 8.
Yeah.
I get to level up a barbarian, guys!
Yay!
I'm gonna do that on stream, actually, so just for the fun of it, and then I'm gonna end the stream as well. So-
Oh man, I think I'm gonna take that other feat now instead of ability score.
So Marcus, are you gonna take that that 5th level into fighter, get you that 2nd attack, just for like
Yes,
that
as a
2
matter of fact.
We're talking about that, and we're like, wait, he doesn't.
So Hrothgar now has 91 HP, and he gets either a feat or an ability score improvement.
Shut up.
No, you.
Good barbarian.
I'm gonna buff his dex and his con is what
Hey,
I'm
what
gonna
would
do.
I get if I also put it into... What would it offer
I'm
me?
buffing
Just
charisma,
ability, a
'cause
score improvement, or
dear
a feat,
lord.
okay.
Say that one more time, Noah.
No, I was just curious what I would have gotten if I put it into rogue. It was just an ability score or feat.
Yeah, no, now he has 99 HP. He's 1 HP off of 100. Go Hrothgar. Actually, hold up.
Gus, low-key, I think I'm about to take Sentinel so I can double down on the fuck you with opportunity attacks. Sentinel Warcaster, baby, let's go.
I that's fine. I just would like I just want a general opinion though. I feel like this was actually a really good session.
Yes, it was. This was the moment I was waiting for.
Well, man.
This session was so good. I love it. Like this makes me so happy. Did Vincent
We
already
actually
leave?
got to bond as characters, all of us.
What?
Vincent, make sure you level up to level 8.
We got to
Yeah,
talk.
I'm leveling up a little
Drifter
bit
and
now.
Hotcar kind of vibed, but they care about you too, Marcus.
Well, Hrothgar
If
cares.
nothing else, I just freaking blurted out that I care enough for everybody that I sold my soul.
Dude, Hrothgar, he genuinely sees you as a legitimate comrade in arms, as you are now bound to an infernal power. He sees that as such a high honor. He will die to protect you. Well, and he,
So,
but he
you gain an ally out of
but
it.
he expects,
Yeah.
but he also expects the same from you because you both serve an infernal master. So therefore, you put them above all. So they're willing to. It's that kind of mentality with him. So.
You don't. You care. You put us above all as a group.
He did.
I
Yeah,
did.
he did. It's so much better than imagining you sell your soul for your friends than just a really cool bike.
No, the bike was just a bonus. The bike, I will be honest, that joy was just hiding fear.
This is so sad. But anyway, no, Marcus, don't worry. We're not
I
gonna tell
rolled max
Hearthgar.
HP.
We're not gonna tell Hearthgar, but we're gonna fix you. We're gonna get you out of this.
Ranmei, I'm gonna say of all the people,
Get you out of this.
you would be the first to think of trying to break the contract somehow.
I'm already thinking of that. Yes.
So it's up to you to figure out. By the way, Marcus, there's something that I'm gonna tell you so that it's more fun.
Yeah.
To make this discovery process more entertaining. But you have to figure out how to break that contract and figure out what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Azariel is the answer. Is the long-term goal anyway. But yeah, we'll work on it, Marcus. We'll figure it out. Look, I've seen how these things can go south. You've all seen how these things can go south. I'm not saying my brother likely made some horrible pact before he turned into that weird slime creature that attacked us back in the church, but it's a strong possibility.
I'm still pretty sure it was your brother.
It wasn't. It will. I look. We don't need another heartfelt cry moment at the moment, okay? So I'm just gonna keep going. Let's worry about this one for the moment, and we can figure out what happened to my Toby later.
This was I feel one of the better sessions, and I love it so much.
Yeah. This went really well. This was a lot of fun.
This one needs an appropriate title.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to upload.
It's not decent into Avernus. It's better into Avernus.
I rolled max HP. I'm so happy. Tessa has 54
Oh, yeah,
HP.
you actually roll HP.
My max is
Yeah,
now
you have to roll HP.
73.
Do we roll HP? I've just
Yes.
figured. Oh shit! No, when it joined, it
Donald
just
as a
put my
wizard is
character
looking
sheet
through
in like
feats. This is dangerous.
set anyway. So mine's always just been set.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be rolling your HP, clown. That's manual.
Oh shit! How do I
Well,
fix that?
to be perfectly honest, you can do it however you want. But if you want the chance of higher HP,
I do. I just figured you had it like locked for the campaign because that's what it automatically did with the link.
no,
It automatically always does that.
it always does that.
You go
I'm a
back
clown.
to-
I'm gonna have to fix that.
You just go to edit character, and then the very first page, when you're choosing the home page, there should be a
Mhm.
hit point type. Just
Yeah,
swap manual.
Manual versus automatic or whatever it
Oh
is.
boy.
And then you go to your class and press manage HP, and then you input your rolled HP. So roll HP for 8 levels.
Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm gonna wrap things up there. This was another installment of Decent in Avernus. I'm not changing the title, but I will give this specific episode a title. Clowns. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I look forward to next session as they begin their journey across the plains of Avernus towards the spawning trees.